We'll be on time today. And I am. The only time I'll be on time
is now.
Is now.
Is right now.
Despite the fact that I had no alarms to wake me up. I woke up at 5:15 and I was like, I haven't seen my mum today. I've not seen her in like days.
Oh, bless you.
I was like, I should go see my mum. I talked to my mum about 7:30. I was like, I need to go. I need to be ready for 2:15. I was like, this room needs to be done. I need to be put my clothes away. I need to get some food in my system. That didn't happen.
Hold on.
We're all good.
Sorry, hang on. What are you fucking about me now? I heard something. Where are you? Not there. Alright, I'll forgive you. Chip. Come on, shoo. Be gone.
Kids are crying.
Yep.
Kids are crying.
Just the kids.
I love that.
Being little dicks. Oof. Oh, let me get this chat up, because, yeah.
Yeah, that's always something I forget to do every single week. Every time, without fail.
Right, okay, so I need to do this, do this, do this, hold aim, do that, and do that, and then do that, and then do that. And I think we're done.
Your room is even less Christmassy than mine.
I know my decorations were supposed to go up yesterday, but I've not had time at all. I've not had time at all.
I appreciate how late you leave the decorating though.
Mate, it's 12 days before and 12 days after. I'm not having that. I'm not having it. Alright, let me just make sure that we're actually okay on Twitch. Yes, we are. That's good. Woohoo! It's working. Because I was worried. If I do go off, off stream, please do let me know. I do have it on my phone, but joys of a laptop. Hi.
And she's already gone.
What do you mean I'm already gone?
Left the chat.
Shush. Shush.
Already. Not even 30 seconds. Oh, hello. You're back.
Oh, did I go? I didn't realise I went. I thought I was still on.
You froze for a second and I was like,
Did
Lindsay has left the chat.
Strange. This shouldn't have happened. I do apologise. It's probably because it's now having a mental breakdown, to be honest. Right. So, what are we talking about today, Lily?
Crystals!
Crystals!
I love it. So I'm just trying to log into Twitch. It's like, there's 2 fucking verifications.
Bruh. Do you?
That's right. Alright.
I even have... So, I'm not going to have this bad quality webcam on all the time. Okay? I do have my normal one.
Just the off day?
No, it's so you can see all my crystals.
Oh, so you can see all the crystals.
That's the main reason why I'm down in the living room today rather than in my normal room.
Just grab some handy dandy crystals.
Just grab it off the fly, hon. Just grab it off the fly.
Witches of Yorkshire. Woo! Boom.
Great success.
I love that sound way too much. At work, all the chefs quote TikTok and I'm there like,
yeah.
How do you know this? You're like 40.
I was going to say, well, not 40 years, but my sister-in-law, we were going around with a wall just going, woo! Ah! Wee!
I do like that sound. I like this. Have you seen the video when it's like late capitalism? Like a mall in late capitalism with that sound is incredible, and I'm like, the amount of places, like shopping centres I've been to where all the shops are closed, and I'm like, why does no one believe me when I say that's exactly where capitalism is going in the next 10 years? We are going to go bust with it. I was like, in the next 10 years, it will start to decline, and it will decline rapidly.
You know what? You're not the only person that I've heard that from.
No one seems like... And there's me going to get me the hell out of here.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, capitalism it's not meant to last.
It's not meant to last, and I think people forget that, because I argue with my dad about it. He's like, no, it's not. It's fine. It's gonna. I'm like, that's not the way it's gonna go. And I'm literally there like, capitalism is not a long-term solution. That's why it sucks.
For the first 2-3 maybe generations, grand. But then, because everyone's starting a business and that sort of thing, and like the cost of living is just too high, and the jobs aren't catching up, it's just...
They'll pay staff, they'll lose staff, then they won't get any sales in the shop, and then they'll go bust, and it'll just close down, and no one can afford to open a new shop.
Yeah, it's got to the point now where like mega corporations, it's just taking over, and small businesses can't survive.
In the next, I said to my dad, I guarantee within the next 10 years, capitalism will start to crumble, and it will happen quickly. I was like, I guarantee it will crumble. It's not meant to last.
Well,
it's been around for what, 150, maybe 200 years. It's not. I'm surprised it's even made it this long, like this far, to be honest with you, because the supply will not meet the demand. Way too many people are going online. Not only that, way more people are shopping local now instead of big corporate businesses, and even that, no one's getting pay rises. Costs of things are going up, but the inflation is getting way too high, and it's not reflecting in pay. People can't afford to buy things, therefore businesses are going out of business.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
It's not meant to last.
No, and I think we will see that change. I think the change will come, because have you seen that prediction on? Well, basically it links back into astrology, where I think it's Pluto's moving into a new... Is it Neptune or Pluto? Something. It's going to move into a different sign, and that's where... Basically, the last time this happened, it was the French Revolution.
Yeah. Yes. So. And then, like, it was like every time there was a rise in conflict, in anarchy, whenever something was disrupted... Yeah. It got so past the point. One generation was like, I've fully had enough, and we are rioting. So, like you said, like the French Revolution, like that generation just had enough. We're like, you know what? Fuck the rich. And Gen Z, and like the end of millennials and Gen Z, are that generation, and that is it. Like, but no one seems to believe me. And I'm like, I kid you not, because obviously as part of Gen Z, even my sign is in it, and I kid you not, the amount of Gen Zs are like, down with the patriarchy, eat the rich, fuck Boris, fuck everything, I'm done.
I mean, after speaking to multiple people and then obviously looking into it myself, especially with this new COVID variant that's going off, I'm like, this is bullshit now. This is absolute. I was fine going along with it, but I'm like, this is absolute bullshit now. Just all of it. Just not even COVID, just everything. It's just bullshit.
The thing is, Gen Z, I believe, are the one that have been affected the most, simply because they're in that age group that it is most important to be out and socializing, to be learning things. It's been it's 2 years now. 15 through 17 is probably the most important years of your mental development, of figuring out who you are, what you want to do, education, your brain, growing up. And you just sort of go, they're fucked. They are now fully fucked.
I mean, it's like babies now, especially with like their immunity, because they've not been outside, because of lockdown, because of this, that and the other. They just have very little to no immunity, which is why a lot of kids are getting ill. And I mean ill.
Yeah, it's absolutely crazy. But But have you noticed? I was in the car, right, with a family friend of mine and her daughter. I took them to university for to my university that I graduated from, because she wants to do the same course as me, literally exactly the same thing as me.
All right.
So I took her around, and we were on the way back, and we were talking about COVID, and it was like, do you know what? It's really funny that we get COVID now, like in 2020, because the last thing was like the plague, which was in the 20s, and the one before that, 20s.
Yeah.
It was, all of it was in 20s, and you go, like everything with the disease that is like killing off mankind, was all within like 20s of the decade.
Even thing is with COVID, it's not actually killing. The mortality rate isn't that high. It's lower than what flu is, and that is proven data now.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I know what you mean. It's like it's that 20s. It's like, oh shit.
It's like, no way is that a coincidence. I'm sorry, but the universe definitely has it. Like, you can't have like 3-4 different like, because it's like is it the Spanish flu? Is that what it's called?
Influenza. Spanish influenza.
Yeah, the really bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
When that started in like what, 1920s?
Yeah, that was 1920s, and then 1820s,
like 1820s,
and then 1620s.
Century before. But you just go, no way is it. I'm sorry, but this is like 200-300 years of it being specifically of the 20s in that century. That's not a coincidence anymore. Like, that's not a coincidence.
No.
Not for the third time in a row. Not for the third century in a row.
I don't know what's popped up, but thank you, whoever someone's just done something, and thank you. Anyways.
This way. Anyway, let's get on topic with Witchy Week.
Oh, it was a tip. Thank you. Thank you very much. It's just popped up on PayPal.
Oh my god.
Thank you.
I was just watching stream. Thank you so much.
Anyways, topic.
Crystals.
Crystals.
We love us some crystals.
I 100% do like this book. It is by Cassandra Eason. It's called Crystals, Everything You Need to Know, Heal, Cleanse, Love, Energize. And it literally has every single crystal. I use this mostly for identifying crystals and maybe looking for a little something. I do have another book which a neighbour, my witchy neighbour, is currently using. But that one's all about emotional crystals. Once when I figure out what it is, I'll post it on the Discord. Do you have any books that you recommend, Lilith?
Do you know what? I do actually. I've got a few, but one that has really that I always tend to go back to is, that's my spells Bible. Oh, where is it?
Oh god.
Crystals for Beginners.
Yes.
Always helped. And the Crystal Healer.
I've been looking at that one.
I get these so cheap. Look at that, £4, and this one was for like £3 as well.
Is that from the works?
You know, like from the works.
Yeah.
They're always discounted. I'm like,
yeah,
okay.
100%. Always have a scanned. Always have a scanned works or charity shops. Trust me, once in a blue moon, they will come up. Even crystals will come up in charity shops. Oh.
Yes, I have noticed that. It's insane.
Like, I always find myself a good bargain of crystals when it comes to charity shops. I once got a turquoise bracelet for about £3. I recently got 100%. And I recently got a brand new crystal, which I'm going to show you a little bit later.
I got a new crystal today.
Did you? What did you get? 2.
So we can well, I'll show you later. But I think people forget that crystals, in terms of witchcraft, does not need to be new, does not need to be expensive, does not need to be freshly ground.
No.
You know, it's like charity shops £2 for a bracelet, or like the amount of like
even hand-me-downs, or like people giving a crystal to you. Give it a little bit of cleanse. Use it. If it's been in your family,
Okay.
use it. In fact, I went to go see my family, my partner's family, and they've got crystals, tarot cards, crystal ball, and there was a crystal that they showed me, and it was tiger's eye. And when you get good at sort of like that energy manipulation or the energy like sensing,
yeah,
you can tell when things are old. And for some reason, I just felt that like old energy. And she even said it was from her mother's mother. So yeah.
Listen, sorry, I'm just trying to
It's okay.
get some more viewers. Like, I think because I have a lot of friends into crystal, so I'm like, oh, by the way, guys,
Check out our stream. Oh, that reminds me. I need to tell. Anyways, I also got something new.
yes. You got runes.
I got runes.
You got runes.
I got runes. They are like crystal runes. Little orange. I can't remember what she said. I think these are just gemstones rather than crystals. You know, so you can actually throw them without them breaking.
Yeah.
And they've got gold. So it's amber and just gold written on them.
Ooh.
So yes.
I like those.
Hi.
Hi.
Welcome.
Thanks. Hi.
I
I
was
wasn't expecting anyone to join. I was like, oh, shit, that was quick.
I was just waiting.
I was like, oh my god.
There you are.
So yeah, I got a new crystal today. It's still in bubble wrap. It's still got like the label on it. Like I bought it today. I wasn't even intending on buying a crystal today.
Oh
Like,
right.
I went into the shops to just buy Christmas presents and like finish off my Christmas presents.
Oh yeah.
So you know, so I was looking for like to finish off your present, Bex's present, and literally everybody's present. So I'm like, and I saw it and I was just looking, you know, I was like, yeah, fine. And then I saw that one. I picked it up and I was like, I now cannot let this go and I regret picking it up.
What is it?
It is aquamarine.
Ooh.
I have absolutely no idea what it does. What, you know. So, like, I don't know why I can't let it go, but obviously I need it for something. Aquamarine. What I quite like about the shop that I get it on, it's local businesses.
Yeah. 100%.
And this like little section, like this little store, hadn't been updated in ages.
Oh.
Let me just pull the sticker off.
Aquamarine. This is for crystals. This is for love. Calls a lover back. Helps people with two different lifestyles to live together in harmony. Reduces the effect of sensitive issues that cause quarrels. Sorry, that face. Let me find the actual page for it. Give me a minute.
I'm not liking this love
2, 3,
business.
2, 3, 4. This is why I have this book. 2, 3, 4. Okay.
Yes, Bex, I did get you a present. Just in the chat, like, I hadn't told anyone that I got everyone presents, and I'm like, I was just going to surprise everyone on Monday, be like, presents!
Oh, so it's for the throat and heart chakra. Emotional healing. Calms perpetual anger or bad-tempered people. Mood swings, excessive toddler and teenage tantrums. Heals the effects of over-judgmental parents who are impossible standards and panic attacks that linger as guilt or incidentally in adulthood.
Okay. Yep. Okay.
So, magical significance attracts and keeps good luck and love with you if worn or carried. Leave aquamarine in moonlight in the night of the full moon and sprinkle it the next morning with water, also left overnight in moonlight, to recharge its talismanic powers. The zodiac
I wonder if I can return. I wonder if I can return it. I'm sick of this love business. Sick of it.
The zodiac is related to his Pisces. The empowerment line is I open my heart to forgiveness. And divinatory meaning go with what is on offer rather than waiting for the ideal opportunity or time. Ooh, the Stone of Mermaids. Aquamarine protects sailors and all those who travel by or over water. It actually refers to water of the sea. It means water of the sea because it sparkles like an ocean-like colour. Yeah, it does keep referring back to love. I'm sorry.
Cancel the stream.
No.
So sick of this love business, honestly.
I can't believe you picked that up.
All it is, everything in my waking hour. And I'm like, I don't want the love of another person. I don't need it. I just don't want the relationship. I don't want the love. I mean, I miss the intimacy, don't get me wrong. And I miss it, but I do not miss a relationship. Nah, thanks. I'm good. I'm good. Fucking Pisces, right? I know. Bex is going, it was like, Pisces, your face. I was like, yes.
As soon as I saw it, I was like, do I say it? Do I say it?
Every week on this stream, I express my avid hatred for the Pisces sign.
Sorry to all Pisces people.
There's Pisces people, man.
We love you, really. Just not right now. That's a no.
Pisces have done me dirty in my life. It's like Sagittarius men and Pisces as a whole.
Oh dear.
But I find it really funny because obviously I got the chakra. Sorry, not chakra. What is it? Chakra. It's not chakra. It's chakra.
Well, whichever you want to say it. Yeah. Chakra.
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 I believe. Chakra.
Chakra.
That's it. I can let that one go, and now I still don't know whether, because that's everything. So obviously I'm just assuming I need to be working on the whole system.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden today I'm like, Marine. Oh wow, look at that. All the love bitches. Like, and I'm like, great. Do you know the amount of tarot readings that come up on my TikTok that I do for myself? Just random ones. I'm like, what do I need to know? And it's all related to love. And I'm like, I don't fucking want the love. I want to give me a general. I swear to God.
Could it
you
be?
Give me.
Could it be?
What?
Could it be referring to self-love, or is it definitely like?
Oh, it's definitely not me. I love myself. Like, I've been working on self-love. Like, this year has been good for me.
Good.
I am good.
The universe is like, but come on.
I know. I have gone way too long without, like, being single to the point I never developed a personality on my own. And now I'm single, and I have been for almost a year. I finally just, like, developed a sense of self on my own. And now everything really funny, because I did a tarot reading, didn't I, for myself on the train down to London. And I was like, what the fuck is going on with for love before Christmas? And I was like, oh, hunty, it's coming your way. And I'm like, no, it's not.
Yes, it is.
I don't think there's any more denying it.
You can't.
The only thing is, I'm not going to be searching for it. I'm just gonna
let it come to you.
Not gonna do any. I'm not gonna do anything because honestly, I'm pressed. I am mad and unavailable.
I mean, to be fair, that's what happened with me. I wasn't even looking, and boy,
I'm not ready for the commitment. It's if it throws something my way, I'm literally gonna throw it back.
Hop potato.
Not even that, if it throws it at me, I'm just gonna be like, dodge. Oh, I wonder what that was.
Oh, what was that?
A blip.
Oh, look, bird.
Oh wow, what's that?
I'm scared.
It's the opportunity that I'm just willing to miss.
If 4 of Cups embodiment.
Stop, because I keep pulling that. 2 of Cups and 4 of Cups together. Every reading I'm doing, it's in that. It's the Lovers, the 2 of Cups, the 4 of Cups. And I'm like, people just fuck off. Well, people fuck off.
No.
I don't want this.
Tough, you're getting it.
I'm not getting it. If I come my way, I'm just going to look in the opposite direction. And that is that. That is that.
Bex, back me up here.
Bex is not going to help you out here.
No, fair enough.
I don't know, like, she'll probably betray me for this shit. Many people do.
Would never.
You don't need to know anything, Bex. You're all good. You don't need to know anything. It's fine. You don't need to know anything. What was said? Absolutely nothing. It's just the fact that I will be purposely missing an opportunity. Summon me a boyfriend. You can have my opportunity. I will pass all of this love thing for you.
She'll wave at it as she passed. No, still wave at it as they pass by.
I'll just be like, quick, come back, come over here. It's the opportunity. It's happening now. So take my place.
Please, beg.
Please, I beg you. Do you know what? I still can't find my smoky quartz and obsidian.
Can you not?
No, it's still missing. Along with my pouch of Harry Potter coins. Them 3 have been missing for ages, and I'm like, them 3 have been together, but I don't know where they are. Literally, I've checked every bag, every cupboard, every pocket, every coat, like, gone. So I've decided to do a proper rummage in my room.
And then you tidied it back up.
I don't want to do the rummage, but I'm going to have to because I need to find them.
Yeah. Watch, they'll be in the most obvious place and you'll be like, ah! Fuck you.
Honestly, I am going to be so mad about it. Like, I keep them... This is my crystal box. This is my official crystal box.
Yeah. And this is my official crystal box. It's not even a box.
The whole fucking cabinet.
It's just a fucking glass cabinet.
Get there
60 quid IKEA.
Not bad. Not bad.
Not bad.
Alright. To be fair, with crystals, it's all about how you use them.
Exactly.
You can go out and buy ones, if you're not going to use them, they're not going to do shit.
Exactly. It looked pretty, so I bought it. I'm joking.
The amount of crystals I bought, I'm like, oh yeah, that looks pretty, and then I'll just use it when I need to.
Exactly. It's just to have it on hand, isn't it?
Yeah, but I'm recently changing my ways about how I'm buying crystals.
Yes. Yeah,
I'm more or less going, if I can't let it go, obviously I'm meant to have it. But I'll be very skeptical about getting it. But,
yeah.
Anyway, I think we should go for starter crystals, beginner crystals, good ones to start with.
Yeah.
I think that's a good shout. Clear quartz.
Hold on.
Straight off, like, here she goes.
Go on, you do. I'm just gonna
See, that's another one. I don't know where my clear quartz point is. Never mind, got it. So, as she gets her clear quartz. This is mine. And I got another tumbled one.
I have loads. Where have they gone?
Clear quartz is a great start because clear quartz can... Yes, Bex, we need to go to the crystal shop in Leeds. Yes, you need to take me.
This is a full jar of like little crystal clear quartz. So if anybody needs one, just holler. Please. I beg.
You bought some blue tiger's eye. That's
Blue tiger's eye. Oh, nice.
blue tiger's eye. Yeah. Clear quartz is a great starter for anybody if you can only like afford one, or you're just wanting to start it. You're not sure where to start, what to start with. Clear quartz.
Yeah.
Because it will be you can substitute it for literally anything.
Anything.
Put your intentions into the crystal, and it is good to go.
Yep. You want a new intention? You cleanse it. You put your intention in it. It's basically got a new purpose. That's a bit
It's great. It's so useful, and it's like you can get tumbled ones. You can get like raw points.
Yep.
You can get tower. Literally, it's great. It's the most common, the most useful, probably the cheapest as well.
Oh god, yeah, 100% cheapest.
So
like, these are untumbled.
Go off, You can get fire and ice quartz, which is just clear quartz, heat it up, and then put in ice immediately after to get like a crackle effect.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean it's fake. It is real. It's just fire and ice treatment to the quartz. That's it. It is still clear quartz.
This is also clear quartz, but the chain's broke. Until they get a new chain. This is where it's living.
Most crystals are mostly made up of quartz. That's why they say they can be used to replace any crystal in any spell. That is absolutely correct.
100%. I bought smoky quartz by mistake. I mean, smoky quartz is really good for grounding, depression,
with
low
depression.
mood. Yeah, it is a good stone for when you're just struggling, I guess. Is that the word? Is that what I'm looking for?
What I like to use my smoky quartz for was to help my low mood with my depression, and to sort of just ground myself, to keep me in check. Make sure that I am still in check with reality.
Yeah.
And I'm not just going off in my head.
So
that's what I use mine for.
This is smoky quartz. You can see straight through it, but it looks black when it's in your palm.
And it's missing.
Sorry, hon.
And it's such a pretty one as well.
Oh, I want to see it. I don't think I've actually seen it, have I?
Yeah. And when we were in Whitby when we got it, it was in the lucky dip.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna get it. I want to, but I'm just gonna get the lucky dip and hope for the best.
I was gonna say. Yeah. And then what did I get?
Yes.
More amethyst. More. I have too much.
Oh, so you need to do some work.
Work with what? So, healing people? Healing myself? Psh. Don't know what you're talking about.
Linz, we all have our set of issues, and I do think amethyst is something you need to be working with right now.
Have you seen all the crystals I'm working with currently?
So amethyst is really good for sort of like self-love and sort of healing up wounds.
I was gonna say mine's, yeah, it's for wounds. I usually mostly for healing.
Really well with anxiety. That's why people are like, oh, you in a place where you're sort of emotionally hurt, or you're mentally like not great, or whatever it is. It's like, get yourself some amethyst. It will boost your not your moods necessarily, but your self-confidence, your self-love, your self-worth, and sort of rewire just how you think about yourself. So,
see, this to me is my go-to healing when I've got a headache, when I'm feeling like over emotional, anything like this. This is a great healing stone, just in general. That's, yeah.
So, that's my amethyst. It is nice and tumbled, smooth boy.
So I have a point as well.
I was going to get a cluster today, but I decided not to.
Oh, I do like clusters. I do like, I like clusters. They are so pretty.
I love clusters.
They're so pretty.
They are pretty.
I'll put the big light on.
Grab some amethyst. You will not regret it. Even if you just buy some clear quartz and charge it with the intentions of what amethyst does.
Yeah, 100%.
Sorted.
Ooh. I've also got a ear cuff with amethyst.
Ooh. I used to have an amethyst plug, like for my ears.
Ooh, where are we? There.
That is so cute.
You can have it in gold or in silver. I got it from Etsy. I'll post it in the Discord.
Oh my god, yes, I want it.
I've also got a citrine one as well. But I don't know where that bad boy's gone yet.
I got some malachite the other week, but I can never remember its properties. Malachite is, if you remember moldavite, think of that, but like, multiply it.
I got some bubble malachite. Oh my god, let me show you.
I love malachite, honestly. Like,
hold on.
It's a powerful stone, honestly.
Let me put these back where they belong, because otherwise I'm going to get upset.
Malachite, let's go. It's in the green section. Malachite, it is...
Turn you
healing
around.
quality is good for endurance. The chakra is the heart. Astrological associations is Scorpio and Capricorn. It is, for the physical terms, it's good for physical balance, eyesight, and detoxing at a cellular level. Good for health with the pancreas, glands, blood, heart, spleen, teeth, and immune system. Eases birth and encourages restful sleep. Has antiseptic qualities. Helps with asthma, arthritis, inflammation, swelling, tissue regeneration. It helps a lot.
It helps with a lot of things.
Broken bones, torn muscles, epilepsy, insomnia, tumours, the whole thing. Now, for the emotional and spiritual side, which is probably what you're after, it brings calm and emotional balance. Good for dream interpretations and meditation. It helps depression and manic depression. Your malachite is so pretty. Where's mine?
This is bubble malachite.
And that is so cute. Where's my other one? I have two. No. Well, I guess I'm missing another crystal.
You're joking. I swear you think you've got like a little goblin that likes to take it with you.
It better not be stealing, like... It better not be who I think it is stealing my crystals. But this is one of my malachites. I'm really sad because I have two. And little turtle boys.
Will it focus? No, it won't.
Oh.
Mine won't focus either, so don't worry.
Turtle. Two turtles. But the other one just seems to have gone missing.
Ooh, guess what I got the other day? You might not be able to see that properly.
What was that one?
This one?
Yes.
It's moss agate.
Ooh.
It's not showing up properly, but yeah.
Why do you associate it with the moon? I don't know. Why do you associate malachite with the moon?
Malachite with the moon?
Mm-hmm.
Hold on.
I think that's more of a personal thing rather than...
Yeah, I think it is more of a personal thing. It depends. Did you get that from Witch Talk? Because probably it's not true. I'm not gonna lie.
Witch Talk sucks, and I'm so glad that I was away for a year. So I was actually able to peacefully do my practice.
Are you going to tell them what you, how you got back onto it very recently?
Oh yeah, so today was the first day I made it back onto Witch Talk. Like all of a sudden, just out of the blue, just started making it on Witch Talk. I was like, oh, okay then. Apparently Lilith is now a closed practice, which I feel laughing. That's not a thing. Oh yeah, we're trying to gate, like, Witch Talk is trying to gatekeep Lilith.
Everything.
Literally everything.
They're just picking one thing at a time.
Tarot! They've said tarot is a closed practice. I'm like, no honey, it's not just the Romani, it's literally Italian.
I'm going to say, they even got that wrong. So they said that it was Romani Gypsy, it was part of their practice. When it originated in Italy.
Literally Italian.
Like... So I'm just looking.
I'm sorry, but I haven't been reading tarot for 3 years. for somebody on Witch Talk who's not even started to read to be like, you can't practice that. I'm like, yes, I fucking can, bitch. It is not closed.
So it
It's
doesn't
open for anybody to interpret.
So it doesn't
The
say
whole fucking point.
anything. It doesn't say anything about associations with moon.
That's probably a personal thing.
Yeah, I mean, it does tie to emotions, like emotional abuse, emotional blackmail,
Depression, everything like that.
So, because of that
hold
tie
on.
to the moon, because the moon's tied with emotions, it could be
It
that.
said manic depression. Obviously, manic depression comes in waves. Once it's in, then it goes out, then it comes back in. So that makes sense. If you associate with the moon, it's probably the tide with your emotion. The way it comes in and out.
Yeah.
Because obviously the moon controls literally
the tides.
Like,
yeah.
It controls the tides, and it's the moon. The moon
is
the ruler of emotion, and it controls waves, the sea, oceans, rivers. That would sort of make sense to me.
Shall I read this little description about malachite? So it says, a stone of the most powerful love goddesses. For example, the Lady of the Mountains in central Russia, or Freya, the Viking goddess of love and beauty. Malachite will help you battle against depression and anxiety, encouraging you to uncover the reasons for your distress, and then helping you break the negative patterns of this behaviour. Speak your fears, sorrows daily aloud as you hold the crystal, and then leave the malachite in a sheltered place outdoors overnight, so that your fears may be carried away by the wind. Cute.
Hope that answers your question, Lucy.
There you go.
I feel like calling tarot was a close practice was just a shit attempt to try to stop the annoying tarot live streamers. Oh, but you are not wrong.
Why in astrology your moon sign
represents
is it because
yeah, your moon sign is how you think and how you cope with things.
It's how you cope with things emotionally.
In your head. But it is mostly emotions though.
It is, yeah.
Moon is tied with your emotions. So yes, I think in a nutshell, yes.
As well as that, it also depends on what your two signs are. Because if you have a more positive, you know, the yin and yang, positive and negative zodiacs. If you have a negative sun sign, but a positive moon sign, your positive will override your negative and you will show more of your moon sign. If that makes sense.
Taurus and Libra moon, yeah.
Oh, Taurus and Libra.
Do you know what? I've got the book. I will tell you which sign is yin, which one is yang.
Oh, also if they're both negative, then you will be more emotional. Not gonna lie.
Signs, beautiful. Yin and yang. So, Taurus is yin, so that's negative, and Libra is yang, so that is positive.
Positive, yeah. There you go.
To put it in a nutshell, yes, your sun sign represents what you how you present yourself and who you are.
Yeah.
At like your core. Negative is not bad. It's a yin and yang situation. You need the good with the bad, the dark with the light. Neither is good, neither is bad.
Yeah, 100%.
There is, that positivity can also be bad. Mm-hmm. Good and bad is a human-made concept.
Yes.
Yin does not mean it's bad. It's just there is a polar opposite to that sign. So it's I don't really know how to explain it. It's just it's not good, it's not bad. It's just that. It's just that part of the cycle, if you will. Okay, cool. I was gonna say, do you know what? The majority of my signs are actually positive. Mostly yang. I found that really interesting.
I haven't actually looked at my yin and yang yet. I've not really looked.
We'll get to that another week because, we've done the astrology. We are on to crystals this week.
Yes, we are, yes.
So, start our crystals. We're which are very good to go. So we've got clear quartz, amethyst, rose quartz. Rose quartz is a huge must, especially for self-love.
I wish I could show
I
this.
have a few.
I do have a few. I'm just trying to rearrange this so you can properly see.
A heart, a rose quartz heart.
Haha, there we go. This is my
Which
rose
I
quartz
like.
section.
Ooh. I also have a rose quartz pendulum.
Oh, nice. Oh, I also have a rose quartz, not a rose quartz, a amethyst pendulum.
Ooh.
This is raw love quartz. My go-to. I actually have one on my desk at work as well.
I mean, I've got some geodes over there. Got one here,
What's this?
and the other one is under my desk.
Oh, no, that's not pink quartz, that's morganite. That's rose quartz. Again, also, if you want some rose quartz, I have quite a few little stones. So holler if you want them. I usually, with these littler stones, I usually use them for spellworks, bottles and things like that.
Yeah, I did a spell jar, and it was just pretty much full of rose quartz, like tumble gems, like small little ones that I got for like 20 quid off Amazon.
Yeah.
So rose quartz is so good for self-healing, self-love, learning to love yourself, basically.
Yeah, 100%.
And just being a little bit nicer to yourself. There's some good. What are the good starter ones?
Adventurine.
Yeah, adventurine is good. I think that's alright, yeah.
My tall adventurine. Oh, I also have a star. And also little tumbles.
I found smoky quartz.
You found your smoky quartz?
No, I found a small smoky quartz that I picked up because I can't find it.
Oh, I see. Ah, okay. At least you got the little one. You know,
if
that disappears, then you know that someone is definitely taking them.
Mate, I've got now 4 crystals gone missing. This is not a coincidence anymore.
No. 100%. Yeah, adventurine is a good luck stone. 100%. Brings in luck, abundance.
Great if you've got a new job interview, or you're starting something, if you're meeting new people, new
100%.
events, new clubs, whatever. Anything that you want to start a new journey in, take adventurine with you.
Yeah, if you are going for a job interview, 100% adventurine and tiger's eye, and fill them with the intention of getting the job. 100%.
So, my first ever tiger's eye was actually on a keychain. It was bought for me, actually, as a surprise for when I was moving abroad. And it's supposed to be good luck for travel as well. I got this one, and I got this little bad boy. He's so cute!
It's so cute. It's so cute. And yeah, again, whole jar of tiger's eye. Can never have too much. I also have some adventurine little ones as well, so I might have to open my own Etsy shop just to sell them.
You have tiger's eye on your keys. Good, keep it on your keys. It actually brings you luck wherever you go.
Oh yeah,
especially with travel. So if you're moving places, tiger's eye is like the one to go. Have to get some adventurine. I think you spelled that right, actually. To be fair, like fair play. But yes, adventurine is really good, especially for good luck, bringing in abundance, new opportunities. Like when you're going to something.
Yeah.
Recommend.
100%.
Like there are some really basic like starter ones, and then there are some that you just sort of go, don't worry about those. You don't need those just yet.
No. If you can't find adventurine, get tiger's eye. It's the next similar, close to best thing.
If you can't find something of one thing, there will always be another crystal really similar to it, which is why I love it.
And there'll always be a cheaper alternative as well. Yeah.
I think another good starter one. So we've done rose quartz, aventurine.
What about obsidian or citrine?
Citrine's a pretty good starter one. So citrine is mine.
This is my raw one.
It is. So citrine can either be heated, not self-heated, but like treated.
Amethyst heated. Yeah.
It's just amethyst heated up. That's what citrine is. It's amethyst heated up. Whether it's naturally by the earth or we've done it. You know? It'll always have a bit of yellow in it.
Yeah. Tiny bit of yellow.
If it's treated, that doesn't mean it's fake. Way
No.
too many people, especially on TikTok, are going, if it's treated, it's not real citrine, it's just amethyst heated up. It's like, yeah, that's what it was in the first place, hon.
Bitch, and
we've just sped up the process, you know?
Exactly. Yeah. 100%.
Citrine is so beautiful, honestly.
It is nice and cute.
It's brought me some really good luck.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Because I took it for a job, I got the job on the day. Every job interview I've taken this with, I've got the job on the day.
Yeah. Same with me with the aventurine and the come on. Tiger's Eye. That one.
Selenite is massively good.
Turn them ones off. Ah, that's better. You can see properly now. Selenite. Obviously, well, you can't really see, but I have a selenite tower right in the centre. This is charging up all my crystals.
I have a selenite wand.
I have selenite sticks.
I love it because, you know, in the light it looks so good.
Oh god, yeah. Just looks like.
So selenite is good for, especially for cleansing.
Oh yeah, cleansing, charging, even empowering. To be fair.
Yes, the only thing about selenite is just how delicate of a stone it is.
Oh
it's not
yeah.
even a stone of a crystal it is.
Crystal, 100%
Don't get water
crystal.
with it because it will dissolve. It's actually really soft. But if I snapped, I could probably
You mean brittle?
break this.
Brittle.
Yeah, but it's soft.
Brittle.
Like I could chew on this.
Yeah.
I'm not going to. But
I think the word is brittle though. Just saying.
yeah. All right. Okay.
Sorry.
Somebody can't even fucking figure out what crystal's which.
Who? What?
I didn't say anything. I used to love selenite for casting. Selenite is so good for casting circles, cleansing, casting circles, charging. Just don't put it. They say don't put it with the other crystals because there's a chance that it will fade away. I disagree because it's been with my other crystals and it's been fine. Just don't put it with the water. Don't put it with salt. Keep it away from pretty much everything.
100%.
Don't leave it in the sunlight. That goes with most crystals, especially amethyst. Do not leave that in sunlight. The colour will fade.
Yeah, and it will turn yellow. Yep. If heated.
Because that's where we get citrine. I mean, if you want to do that.
Yeah. Go for it.
Go for it. You know. It's a crystal.
Oh, I've got a cat in my bloody chair again. Are you nice and warm there now?
Selenite is great. Maybe we could ward off the cat with it.
Anyways, I'm gonna have to scooch that over. Thanks, Merlin. Cheers, mate.
Should we see what selenite's actually really good for?
What?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. We'll see what it's good for.
Oh right, okay.
Does that come under white and clear? Yeah, I'm gonna. We refer to books a lot on these streams.
Oh yeah, we have to. You can't remember everything off by heart. Let's be real.
You could be practicing this for 100 years and trust, like you'd still be like, what was this again?
Selenite, white ones.
Yes, I know. I was just saying, cool.
White selenite. White.
Oh, selenite. There it is. Astrological association is Taurus. Selenite is also linked with the moon. Selenite is the goddess of the moon. it works with the crown chakra.
See, my zodiac association says Cancer. Don't know why. But yeah, named after Greek known goddess Selene.
So healing qualities for physical, we've got good for sex drive, menstrual cycle, longevity, skin elasticity, useful appearance, skin problems like acne, eczema, sensitivity, sort of things like that. Helps with hair loss, loss of fertility, epilepsy, light sensitivity, and emotional/spiritual. It helps with abuse. It's also good for cleansing, and healing. So in whichever way you want to do it. Yep. Where's my book gone? It's gone all the way back there. Give me a second.
It's alright. Emotional healing brings inner peace if you live a lot in your head or constantly fear about imagined disasters. Eggs or clusters protect the outside from negativity, especially at night. This is practical uses. Give it to children who feel the dark in a sphere, explaining how moon rays captured when it shines on them, it'll bring them to sleep. If you
Selenite associates with Taurus. Yes, it does. Sorry, I was answering questions.
No, it's alright. It's probably because this one's a different book. Because it's more about
different books will say
healing.
different things, so tend to go with the general gist of what they all all say, and then go for the middle ground.
Yeah. If you wear selenite jewellery as a charm to attract fertility or love and maintain fidelity, most powerful at and just before the full moon.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got that. Helps with the third eye and the crown chakra.
Yep.
The energy amplifies. Works with all stones, so like that. We'll get into it later, but some stones work with certain stones and others just like counteract each other. But selenite helps with protecting against negativity, cleansing negative energy, cleansing other crystals, cleansing the aura, connection with intuition and the divine, and forgiveness. I got a usage tip here as well.
Go on
then. Due to selenite's softness, it can get damaged easily. Never expose it to water or salt, and store it separately from other crystals.
I'm going to say mine, I'm not touching any, I've just...
Oh no, I fully keep mine with the rest,
100%.
On top of the rest of my crystals, just...
Also,
just
another tip that I picked up, if you have a cinnamon stick and string, if you tie it together and then you can hang it from doors, windows, anything like that, it helps with protecting against negativity.
Interesting. A good tip. I like that tip. Thanks, Lindsay.
It's alright.
I'll probably be doing that later.
You're very, very welcome.
Smoky quartz. Malachite. I think basic shapes like point and sphere, but egg, yeah, literally just self-explanatory. It's the shape of an egg.
Yes.
That's it. I think it's something that's really going wild at the moment is carnelian.
Carnelian. This is low-grade carnelian. Red speckled.
Apparently my carnelian has also gone... I have way too many missing crystals.
You do.
My carnelian is also
I
missing.
am getting very concerned about where your crystals are going.
Me too, because they don't leave this box.
That's a tiny one. And then I also have a little jar of them. I don't really use carnelian much. Carnelian much.
Me either. I used it mostly for when I was actually open for a relationship, and then I'm like, nah, fuck this.
Yeah, 100%. This does bring in that, like, sensual. Unless you're trying to get pregnant, do not put red carnelian with rose quartz, especially next to your bedside. If you are trying, get some and put it next to your bedside.
Get some!
Pun intended.
All I can think about was Mean Girls. Kevin G, when he's like, get some, like at the mathletes when they win.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, a lot of my crystals seem to have gone missing, and I'm very sad about it. Hold on a second. Clear quartz.
There we go.
Do you know what? A personal favourite of mine, my first ever crystal that I bought was pyrite.
Ooh, pyrite.
Pyrite. So pyrite is also known as fool's gold. I do love me some pyrite. Like, it's so pretty.
So nice and shiny.
Obviously, because it's gold, it's shiny. It's associated with money.
Mm-hmm.
If you want money, carry it around. Obviously, do some work, like charge it and everything like that.
Yeah,
but,
you've
like,
got to put some work in, but yeah.
Can't just carry it around and expect it. Like, that's how I started off with crystals. Like, I'll just carry it around, and like nothing happened. And I was like, well, this is useless. And I was like, oh, I actually need to do shit.
Oh, you mean I've actually got to do something?
Yeah, I was like, oh, I actually have to work for this. Okay then. Pyrite, yeah, self-explanatory, fool's gold. It's good for financial abundance or bringing in like an income. It's like, or like if you want a pay rise, take it with you. Like obviously charge it up, do that. New job, get that. If you're discussing anything to do with pay or anything with money and finances, take it with you.
100%.
It will work in your best intentions.
100%. I've just seen the question. What's that? Ooh, nice.
My pendulum for Tiger's Eye. It's what I used to talk to my deities and my spirit guides.
Mm-hmm.
More than my rose quartz. My rose quartz tends to be more or less for me and for my higher self, or the universe. But Tiger's Eye would be for communicating with another being, I guess.
Yeah.
I've been wanting a new pendulum. I just don't know what. But anyway, moving on.
I'm sure you'll find it. I've just seen a question in the chat. What do the different shapes of crystals do? Now,
Absolutely fuck all.
I was going to say, they say that it, depending on if you use a point or a tumble or whatever, that it does different things. It actually doesn't. It's just the way you channel them.
A crystal's a crystal.
Exactly. I mean, even in this
The
book,
shape.
I'm just looking through this book, and it doesn't actually say anything specifically about the shape at all.
Raw crystals are more expensive, so not everybody can afford it. If they all did different things,
yeah, exactly,
you'd have to go for certain things, so not everything is available to everybody. Therefore, it's just stupid. If somebody tells you that the shapes do different things, they're bullshitting you. They know nothing. The shape does not do anything. The size and the shape of the crystal means nothing.
Definitely the size and the shape. Yeah.
It means nothing. It's the actual crystal. Look at that. Right. I'm gonna get out my smoky quartz that I bought recently because I can't find my other one. Is that small? It's literally tiny, but it will do exactly what I need it to do.
Yeah.
If it's a huge one or a small one, doesn't make a difference.
Exactly.
The size does not, like, the shape as well. So my other smoky quartz is a raw, like, point.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Same thing, bitch, just different shapes.
I was going to say, in this book, all it really says is it's shapes and terms, and it says nothing about points. It's literally just talking about how it physically manifests in the earth. So whether it's like cubic or tetragonal or hexagonal, like how the actual crystal forms, like the actual shape of it doesn't really matter. Obviously, if you're doing like meditation, you may not want a big bulky crystal in your hand. You may just want like a nice palm-shaped one rather than a big bulky one, and that's absolutely fine. It's what you prefer, it's what you like.
Turns out I have another carnelian stone. for the chocolate that I picked up in London many years ago.
That's nice.
Like, first year at uni, it's cute.
Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, so there is no difference to what is going on, basically.
Not really.
It's all about how you use it.
Yeah. I mean, I use my points in terms of, like, channeling something. So, like, if I'm sending something off to the universe, it'll point up. But other than that, there's you know, that's...
Again, that's all down to, like, personal preference.
Yeah, exactly. Don't have to.
Don't have to.
Don't have to. It's just I liked it, so I saw it and I bought it. That's it.
A lot of my stones are tumbled.
Yeah.
A lot of them are tumbled.
Yeah.
Simply because the majority of the time, the raw ones are expensive.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
So if I get a raw one, like, to me, this was way more than I normally would spend on a crystal.
Yeah.
It's not even that big.
Yeah. I mean, I will not tell a lie. I will be right out straight with you. This malachite bubble, 50 quid. Because it's a bubble. I really wanted it. Okay, I've just needed it in my life.
See you later, Bex.
Bye, Bex. I just really needed it in my life.
Yeah, see, this cost 20 quid.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I've got
So,
a lot
like,
of things here that
they're
was
expensive.
Yeah, I've got a lot of things, especially like the little stones, where I paid £1 for a scoop, and I just got them. So you know, it's not about price.
Yeah. Obviously, I've got my chakra stone that for some reason Lucy was there when I bought it. I just couldn't let it go, and it was hot to the touch, but I couldn't let it go. It's now my worry stone.
Yeah, where you rub it. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm glad that I picked it up when I did, because I've noticed that my anxiety is getting higher, so I'm like, good timing. So there's that one. I think, what's another good one?
Hi.
Obsidian. I think we should talk about obsidian then.
Oh hell yeah! Let me put this down because I just
Obsidian is.
can't bother to have it there
Sure,
anymore.
that's good for like absorbing negativity, isn't it?
It is, yes, for absorbing negativity. You have to
exactly why
cleanse
it's
it.
fucking gone missing.
This is obsidian point. I usually use this for protection in spell work. So I'll typically have 3. So I'll have this one for protection. I'll have this one out for a clear mind. So, and a clear energy. And depending on what I'm doing, it'll be a mixture of the other one. But these are always my go-to. We have snowflake obsidian.
I was just about to say I have some snowflake obsidian.
Oh, where are we? Hang on. So you can actually see it's got that like snowflake pattern on the side.
It's cute. It's
It
really
is cute. It's like a little opposite Dalmatian.
Yeah.
I have. This is what I use when I'm working with Anubis. It's a obsidian pendulum. Is it obsidian pendulum?
Ooh, I like that. See, this is
Yes.
still this is snowflake obsidian.
Is it? Oh no, wait. This might be black onyx. I cannot
See,
remember.
I really want some black onyx. I've been like eyeing that up for ages.
I'm gonna have to double check my answer, but it's either obsidian or it's black onyx. Oh, you have a whisker there, fam. Why is this stuck? You don't want me to show it, do you? No, you don't. That's fine.
Is it weird having a deity that's a dog and having 2 black cats?
Yeah, he hated them at first, especially when they came. Especially before I moved him over here, he was in my bookshelf, like right here, and they would jump up and disturb a lot of shit. But he's all right. He's all right with it now, I think.
Never seen snowflake obsidian before. It is really pretty. It is.
It is.
So pretty. I don't tend to use. I don't really connect with snowflake obsidian the way that I used to.
Yeah.
I do not vibe with it at all. That's obviously just because I don't need to.
And so this is a flat palm one. This is typically what I use when I'm meditating because it fits nicely just in the palm.
I miss my actual obsidian. I connected with that one so well. But I do have... Oh, I mean, why is here?
I have to take this off. It's getting warm.
My obsidian sphere.
Oh yeah! I'm
Lindsay's
so
gone.
jealous.
She has officially left the chat.
I have not. I'm right
She's back.
here.
Are you back?
I'm here. I'm right here. Bish, I'm right here.
Oh right, okay. Well, it's not my fault you froze.
I'm sorry. He's probably in my laptop screaming like, "Stop it, please, stop it."
I have been eyeing this up for about 2 months in the shop.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I was really surprised that nobody bought it, and I was like, do you know what? By the time that I get paid, if nobody's got it, I'm buying. So 2 months went by that I said that, and I went, do you know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it.
Yeah.
90 quid.
Yeah.
This thing was 90 quid. It's expensive.
I've seen in a shop in Meadowall, obviously I'm going to look elsewhere, but there's a Zen shop in Meadowall, and it's got an obsidian scrying mirror for £40, and it's about that big. For £40, and I'm like, I want it. But I'm going to see what Father of Christmas brings me.
Absolutely. Wait to see what Father Christmas brings.
Yeah, if not, it's going to be for birthday.
You know, like Father Christmas, the Norse deity of Saint Nick.
Well, it wasn't even Saint Nick to begin with, was it? He wasn't really. He wasn't a saint to begin with. Is it? I'm sure it's.
No.
I can't remember what his actual name is.
It's another Norse god.
I know he is. Yeah.
With the image, which is where we get.
I'm sure it still begins with an N though, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's probably going to be something like Nikolai or something.
Probably. But yeah, I'm gonna.
I haven't looked into it that deep.
I saw a post on Facebook. I'll see if I can find it again, and I'll post on this thing.
But yeah, Black Obsidian is probably my favourite stone of like all time though.
Mine is amethyst. I do love it. And laborite. Just it's so shiny. It's so shiny.
It's so shiny.
This is an egg form, like a half egg form. And this is my little tower, but you can't really see much. Really. You can see it shimmer just there. But yeah, those are my two favourites, just because I like. Oh, and of course my malachite. Right. Like I said before, because I just keep seeing it in the corner. Always check charity shops, because what you'll find is a good bargain. This is the most recent bargain that I found. It is a bookend, but it's currently just on display. It's huge.
It doesn't look like it needs to be a bookend. It's just
No.
like a standalone piece.
Yeah. It did say it was a bookend, and I think it is hang on. I'm gonna have to look it up again. It's an agate. And once when I find it, I'll be like, oh yeah. Botswana agate, I believe, because it has like red and pale lines down it. And as soon as I saw it, I was like, this is mine. This is my bargain. This is mine. This is mine. This is mine. This is mine. Yes. Yes, I know it sits nice.
What crystal are we looking for now?
Well, I guess ones that I've been using more often. I'm just looking like what is your most used? Or have you already said it?
My most used.
Like recently.
Definitely recently. I haven't actually been using my crystals recently.
Oh, okay.
Because the ones that I've been wanting to use have gone missing.
What would you be using if you had them?
I would be using my smoky quartz, my obsidian. Obviously, it's not like I can take this round with me every day, is it?
That's true.
It's too heavy and it's a bit too big just to put in the pocket.
Yep.
My obsidian, my pyrite, smoky quartz. Oh, and my citrine.
So I've been currently using 3. And it started when I was going through like a bit of an anxiety crisis. I'm pretty sure you know what I'm referring to.
Oh, quite possibly, yeah.
Before we went to Whitby.
Yes.
Yeah. And I found this combination. It was in a book, and it's in the book that my neighbour's currently borrowing. But this is pink tourmaline and morganite. It's like a very pinky. I often mistaken for rose quartz, but still love how. Together, they help with insecurities, trauma, and anxiety around those. And this, it's a tiny crystal. It was cheap as well. And this is lithium quartz. So it's high purifying quartz that cleanses all chakras, an energy and mood enhancer used for alleviating any fears of stress, anxiety, helping the beholder to relax and re-energizing motivation. So these are the 3 that I've currently been using or having near me currently. See, I like little ones, but I always lose them, so they have their place.
Mate, even my bigger crystals have been lost. Like, the ones that have gone missing are the ones that are the bigger crystals in my collections.
It's strange that.
The smaller ones, perfectly fine.
Yeah. Sorry.
But the bigger ones, gone.
Although, quite a few of my crystals I got as freebies as well. So I actually got... I'll show you these, because I know that I'm not going to use them, but... So, these are tiny, by the way. I got these for free when I got the lithium quartz, and this is sunstone, which can't really see it. It's basically like a see-through orangey type, like sand. Very similar to carnelian, but a bit more pinker rather than red.
Yeah.
And then flower agate, which they do look very similar, I'm not gonna lie.
They do look really similar.
You can't even tell. I was like, which one is which? But yeah, so I don't know if I'm ever going to use them. And I have a lot of crystals which I've not identified yet. So we're just going to leave them down there.
To be fair, I really like this one. Do you remember when I got that one?
What is that one? I can't even see it. Hi.
Hello. You're getting up to the screen, are you?
Yes, I am. I can't see it.
My celestite.
Oh, yes.
Remember when I got that? I had it everywhere with me.
Yeah.
I bought it and I brought it everywhere, and then you saw my spirit guide.
Hi. I'm here.
She says hi.
Hi.
Oh, she's so lovely.
Who? What?
That's what she said.
Who?
It's like, oh, she's so lovely.
Who is?
You!
Wait, who's saying this? I think my messages are... Huh? What?
Sophia said you're so lovely.
Sophia? Oh. Hi, Sophia. Sorry. My phone's decided to not work with chat.
It's not the chat, babes.
Is it not?
No.
Oh! Sorry!
Spirit guide.
I forgot. I'm sorry, Sophia. I even helped with the name and I still forgot. I'm sorry.
Well, that's a little ironic.
Yeah, Fiona's just been like, yeah, she forgot mine. She's now laughing. Great. That's fine.
Yeah, mine are all laughing as well. It's like, great. An everlasting impression now.
I'm sorry. I'm a bit flustered, I don't know why. Probably because my cat's in my bloody space. Oh, hey, we did it within time this time. Anything else you want to talk about?
Yeah, I've got a couple more crystals, to be honest.
Go on then.
I can't actually remember this one, but it's a nice shiny one.
Hematite.
That's the one. I don't know what it's used for. I picked it up and I was like, I'm buying it.
So hematite, very good. This is a physical thing that it can help with. If you're having a hot flush, if you're going through menopause, anything like that, put it against your pulse point on your wrist, on either wrist, and it should cool you down. It's good with because it has iron in it. It's good for like blood related diseases, including blood cancers or anemia, anything like that.
That makes sense.
That's the physical.
The anemic club.
Anemic club.
I have some goldstone.
Ooh, yeah. Do you have red and blue goldstone? Or do you just have red?
I do.
Yeah.
It's like a blue and glittery. It looks like the night sky. It's so pretty.
Can't really see on here. It just looks black. Brill.
Yeah. When you actually look at them, it's like someone's just dipped them in glitter.
Yeah. Then they're like dripping in glitter.
No, but blue goldstone. Is gorgeous.
It is. It really is.
It literally reminds me of the night sky.
I actually have two pendants of goldstone.
Ooh.
So if you want one, I'll pass you one.
Like I don't think I love a stone more aesthetic, like looks wise, than the goldstone, like the blue one.
Yeah.
It just reminds me of the night sky, like in space.
Sorry.
Opalite. Opalite's very good.
Opalite.
Opalite is man-made. It is a man-made glass, but that doesn't make it any less valid. Doesn't mean it's fake. It doesn't deserve to be part of the crew.
That's also been up on TikTok very recently. Don't even get me started.
We're not gonna get started.
I have a point of opalite, which I carry around in my bag, but I can't get it right now, so I'm just gonna leave it.
Crystal capitalism.
100%.
Fuck it.
Fuck it.
Hate it. You shouldn't. Especially with how popular they're becoming, it's becoming more of a joke.
This is it. This. It's just more misinformation. And like, I didn't realise how much misinformation there was until I actually got off of it and started doing my own research and was using books and internet. Obviously, whatever you see on TikTok, you're going to have to double check everywhere. You just have to check your sources, that's all.
But yeah, crystal capitalism. Thoughts and opinions, Linz.
Huh? Say that again? You cut out, sorry.
Opinions on crystal capitalism.
Well, I mean...
Again, like, it's useful because it's convenient, but again, at the same time, at what cost?
Yeah. Because, I mean, I was just thinking that. I was like, we're mining it out of the earth, and eventually it is all going to just be gone. And expenses are going to get high. Like, take, for instance, the Moldavite thing. Let's be honest. One of the most beautiful pieces on earth. Yeah. One of the most unpicked, like, you won't even pick it up normally. TikTok happened. It went on demand. Prices went up because the demand was high. So prices went up because it was a lot. What's the word I'm looking for? It was a lot. A lot more rare now. when it originally wasn't.
Yeah. It really, I have Moldavite.
I mean, one of the main reasons why that little piece of malachite was £50 was because it was importation fees straight from China, where it originates from.
This tiny little necklace full of Moldavite and clear quartz, just to sort of neutralise it. 40 quid for the necklace. There's not a lot of Moldavite in there. But again, because Moldavite is so easy to fake, it's really hard to find something genuine. I spent months trying to find something for Moldavite that I'm willing to spend the money on and I know is authentic. And I found one shop on Etsy. They had like proof of like when their orders, like where it comes from, how often they get it in, the price, etc., etc. And I was like, okay. They also sent out a certificate of authentication, which I know can be faked, but also like, what's the point of the effort of going through it?
Yeah,
exactly. You just want the money.
Yep.
But it came with like 3 different sheets of paper to like backing it up, like where it's come from, the fees, everything like that, like, and like the shop that owned it and stuff like that bought it to sell it. So Moldavite is good, but malachite is more powerful. Moldavite got overhyped on TikTok.
Yeah, it did.
And people started to ignore the other crystals simply because they were like, oh, let's get some Moldavite, it's a life changer, it's a game changer. And it's like, yeah, it is. But malachite does that.
Yeah.
With even more.
Like, they were saying how Moldavite doesn't care, it'll just take it away, it'll rip it away. But honey, no.
Get yourself any malachite then. Fuck.
It pushed away what was already going.
Literally. It's like, it's just speeding up the process. Malachite will just rip things away from you.
Oh, yeah, that will.
Moldavite will take what's already leaving.
I mean,
negative, but like...
Even if you thought it was all going good, like say like in a relationship, if you think it was going good, it will destroy it. With Moldavite, if it was already on the rocks, it'll just get rid of it.
Anything negative in your life, it will take away. Malachite, whether it's good at the moment, will just take it away, because like...
Yeah, you don't need it.
Malachite's goal is the end, it's the long-term thing. It's like, it's not for you, we're going to get rid of it now so you don't waste your time.
Yep.
You don't waste our time, we don't waste your time. Cutting out, and then malachite will leave you a little more sensitive and a little more broken because you're like, what the fuck, it was going so well.
Yep. And then you realise it wasn't. It really wasn't. I'm playing around. I'm sorry.
That one. I can't remember what this one is, but it's black. It's got a little bit of glitter, but it's got a little line there.
Black and glitter?
Yeah. Slightly shiny. I just can't remember which one it was. She didn't have any like cards or anything, and I was like, oh, shit, I'm gonna forget this.
I wasn't there when you bought it, was I?
No, Lucy was though.
Lucy was. Lucy might
I'll probably go back to the shop.
I might be able to find it in here. Howlite, yeah, I have some howlite.
Again, I'm probably not even going to go through the meanings of them. If you want to know, we can go over them.
Yeah.
But, they're just some stones. I got some moonstone.
Ooh, moonstone. Oh, that's what that is! Ah, I've been looking at one and I'm like, what the hell are you? And now you've just shown me that. I'm like, oh, it's that. Great.
Now was it jade? I can't remember. We figured it out and now I've totally forgotten.
Did you not say it was jade?
I think it was jade.
Yeah, I think it was.
This is like a turquoisey sort of blue.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty sure it's jade.
Got some lazuli lapis. Oh shit. I hope she's okay. So the lady that owns the shop was involved in a hit and run. I hope she's okay.
Was she? Oh, bless her.
Oh my god. Oh. don't really know what to say to that.
Oof.
Other than I hope she is okay. Fuck.
Damn.
That's an emerald. Let's bring it back to the chat.
Yeah.
That's an emerald. This one I can't remember. It's a Russian. It's something Russian. I honestly cannot remember the fucking names of the life.
Is that? Is it fuchsite? Fuchsite? No, definitely not. Don't know.
I believe it began with an M. But I can't remember.
Sounded German, did you say?
Russian.
Russian.
No, I think it is Russian.
It is Russian. Oh, okay. M.
It's green. It looks a bit like Moldavite, but it's definitely not Moldavite.
Meteorite. Molybdenite. Moonkite. Morganite. Mother of pearl. Mugglestone. Muscovite. Muscovite.
Later. I'll figure it out later.
You'll figure it out later. Anyways. I wonder if you know that black stone that you're on about. Is it tiger's eye? Black tiger's eye? No.
I would have remembered if it was another form of tiger's eye.
Fair enough. I don't know then. Not without looking at it.
Okay, I'll identify that. Well, when you come over Monday.
Okay. I'll make sure I take this book with me.
But that's Black Spiral could be your. Oh, it could be. I'll have to double check it. I'll definitely have to double check it. There are some crystals that do need to be identified, and I just haven't got around to it. When you do like 40 hours in 3 days, and you're like, yeah, I'm tired, bitch.
Oh, bless you. I mean, I remember the days.
It's alright, I enjoy the job anyway, so I'm okay.
That's alright. As long as you enjoy it, that's the main thing.
Yeah, I enjoy it. Can't wait to get the cow's tongue now.
Like it. Oh dear.
Thanks, Lucy, for the tip.
100%.
I mean...
Okay. Sure.
Alright, so... Now that our crystal chat is pretty much over now, we've done. Is there any crystals you'd like to talk about? Put them in the chat. We do have a Discord going, so if you ever have any questions about a crystal we haven't mentioned, put it in there. We'll try and answer for you.
Yep. If you type in !Discord, it should pop up with a link, as I've now demonstrated. So if you ever want to join it, you're more than welcome to. It is a very small community, a very small knit community. We are still growing. But we are inviting people to share their practices, anything that they want to add into it. Please do. Any books you recommend, any herbs, any spells, any things like that. If you want to share it, please do. There are multiple channels in there where you can share it.
We also have a YouTube channel, so if they don't have Twitch or they don't use Twitch, you can send them a YouTube link, because everybody uses YouTube.
I think, if you do just search on YouTube, Witches of Yorkshire, no spaces, no, with spaces, sorry, then you'll definitely find us. We already have every video that we've done since the introduction. It's already up on there. This one will also be up on there. If you're watching on YouTube, hi! We do this every Tuesday, 8 PM.
You know, things go according to plan.
When things go according to plan. Is there any questions?
Let's hope the universe gives away. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I'll tell you after the stream, Lindsay, honestly. It's some juicy tea.
Oh, I best get my cup. It's empty. Oh, no, it's not. We like tea. Oh.
I like tea.
Well,
it depends on the kind of tea. I like fruit tea.
Ooh, I like green leaf. I've recently got back into my green leaf tea, jasmine tea. Ooh.
I really like red berries tea.
Mm.
Or like forest berries. I'm like, yes, please.
Yes.
Berries.
Yes.
Berries and cream. Oh no.
No, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't start.
Berries and cream. Berries and cream.
Berries and cream.
I love berries and cream.
Berries and cream. You had to start, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you have any questions about, or if you want to ask about a specific crystal, or if you want to know, you know, what's best for this, what's best for that, just pop
like
it in.
What pairs with what, etc. etc. Like,
Yeah.
Google is your best friend. WitchTok on TikTok is definitely not.
No.
There are very few trustworthy witches that practice on there. People like Chaotic Witch Aunt is actually, she's very good.
Yeah.
I've been following her since like day one.
Mm-hmm.
There are a few. It's just we're in very limited supply.
Yeah, I've currently been watching. Is it? I'm sorry if I'm saying this wrong. Jessie Streak or Jessie Stream. She is a local to us actually.
Really?
Mm.
Shit, I guess we'll have to get her as a guest at some point.
Maybe.
Be like, hey, join our chat.
hey, help.
Hey,
help
us.
Help us.
Moonstone, let's see, what can we get from Moonstone?
Moonstone.
Moonstone.
.com. Sorry.
I just want to mention that every zodiac sign has their own stone and their own gem.
I've just flicked through to the front and there's something about the zodiacs in here as well. Not zodiacs, tarot cards. Okay. So I'll be looking at that later. Probably a bit too much information. I have in here, so there's moonstone, there's blue moonstone, rainbow moonstone, white moonstone, yellow or peach moonstone as well. But we'll just go for the generic moonstone, shall we?
I think generic is good. Are you going to read it out loud?
In my book, generic moonstone is listed under crystals to use for love. First or new love and the increase of passion. Good if love must be kept a secret.
Guess I'll be throwing out the whole crystal.
I'm sorry.
Why is everything coming back to love recently? But I know for the fact it's not aimed at self-love. Mm-hmm. I'm very good on my self-love at the moment.
It's also under. It's also under for travel, so protects travellers.
Yeah, that one.
Protects travellers, especially those who travel at night or over the sea. Frequent travellers should keep one in the glove compartment for a safe night of driving as protection against road rage.
Yeah, I'll definitely need to be doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's Google moonstone and what it's good for.
Oh, I think it depends on what colour it is. So if we go like white, so let's say, I'll bring it up in here. So it's 161. 161. So yeah, on this page it just say white there and rainbow.
Physical associations. Third eye and the solar plexus. Happiness, good fortune, nurturing, mothering, unselfishness, love, hope, spiritual sight, like insight, safe travel, new beginnings, abundance, and ancient wisdom. Is what I've got.
Yeah.
You were gonna say, Lindsay?
Well, this one has different meanings depending on the colour.
Okay.
So white moonstone, it's mostly associated with the chakral improves digestion, epilepsy, kidney stones, hormones, migraines, emotional healing. This is white moonstone. Encourages calm, gentle, effective responses in fraught situations. Moonstones have the same energies whether polished or natural. Especially beneficial to children, used to soothe those to sleep in unfamiliar beds or to drive away nightmares or insomnia. The ultimate fertility crystal, a moon necklace should be worn while rolling around in the bed. At full moon, it harmonises your body into the natural lunar cycle. Recharging it overnight with a full moon outdoors or on an indoor window ledge facing the moon. Why is it always sex?
Always. Do you know what I've just realised?
What?
So I bought some runes a little while ago.
Yeah.
Just so drawn to it, I was like, I need to get them. Like, I was looking at runes and I was like, I've never been. It's fine, it's not moonstone. I thought it was moonstone for a second.
What was...
Christina.
Oh! Hold on.
But there's some darker ones in there, so...
There is a yellow/peach one. I'll have a look at 115.
This one is more of a mix, so I'll sort of spread them out. I don't know if you can see them, but...
Oh yeah, they're nice though, them. That's a nice colour.
Oh, they are so pretty. There is like a little pinky one in here, though.
This is yellow/peach, I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah, these are definitely moonstones then.
Yeah, so shall I look at this one? So physical benefits, helps through hormone cycles, menstruation, IVF, PMS, emotional healing, consoling crystal for anyone who feels helpless because of weight problems, where to love and value yourself as you are now, and to separate food from emotional needs. Most powerful on full moons, this is magical significance. Most powerful on the full moons of late summer and autumn. Still effective on the night of any full moon for major wishes and empowerment. So yellow and peach moonstones are in personal situations more welcoming. Helps bring out the best in people who are unpleasant due to sorrow or shyness. Attracts prosperity, success, generates enthusiasm in lethargic family members. It is also most active in preserving dreams, but focusing them in the real world. Good gardening crystals. Bury one in the 3 days leading up to the full moon in land you wish to cultivate in place, and the soil will uptake delicate plants. A good gift for a girl entering puberty early.
Interesting. We've had one asking rainbow fluorite and the properties of that one. Rainbow fluorite has a calming energy, bringing order to a chaotic mind and clear verbalization of ideas once muddled. It's good for cleansing, it stabilizes and protects the aura, and improves physical and mental coordination. It's very good in use for meditation. It can help reveal the deep causes of dis-ease, not disease, dis-ease, and releasing suppressed feelings and facilitating life changes.
I was going to say mine doesn't have a rainbow fluorite. There's normal fluorite. There's blue, clear, green, purple or yellow.
Yeah. Just looking it up like a couple other places.
Yeah, it's fine.
See what everyone else is saying. Fluorite is generally known as the genius stone. Rainbow fluorite is nothing short of genius as well. In addition to increasing mental function, it's also highly protective and grounding. Mental and emotional healing properties. Healing properties are wonderful mental function, emotional health. This stone is sufficient at allowing us to maintain an open mind while activating motivation and focus. As you can see, it's not just beautiful to look at, this crystal is beneficial for your mental health. It helps us find a balance and perspective within daily lives. Due to its multicolored appearance, it allows us to see things in different ways. It enhances intuition, problem solving and quick thinking, especially when you're struggling with the complex issues. Being unable to focus or concentrate is very common. If you're using rainbow flora at work or at school or like uni, like education of some kind, work, anything, it will help with information retention and concentration in order for you to meet deadlines and work efficiently. It increases positivity and self-love. So it's a great way to boost positivity. Personal strength. It reduces stress. With the calming energy, which is great for overwhelmed, anxious, or stressed people. If you want the physical healing properties, it can help with digestive health system, sore throats or cough. It cleanses and detoxifies the body. So it strengthens and regenerates almost all areas of the body that need extra attention. It strengthens bones. Can assist with osteoporosis. It aids with relieving stiff joints in order to enhance mobility. Oh, this is a very good stone. A very good stone. Are you good, Linz?
Yeah, sorry. So after looking at like the index at the back, I've realised that it does have in here crystal spheres and towers and things like that. So I'm just giving them a read through, but they all literally say the same thing. So
yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what? The first set of rings I ever bought weren't actually even crystals.
Wasn't them wood?
It was.
Ah, see, I do remember.
I bought them
Sometimes.
for Loki. And I haven't used them yet.
How has Loki been, by the way?
Quiet.
Quiet,
but that's because I've not really needed at the moment because I'm very busy.
Yeah.
He was quite loud at one point. Very encouraging, of course. Because everyone else went quiet and it was like, Loki's like, I'm still here, bitch. Like, I'm still here. He's becoming a little louder now. Since I've finally got some time to take a step back, you know.
Yeah.
I'm starting to hear things again.
Good.
Because I was like head empty for about a month.
Yeah,
Too
mine was
empty,
like that.
2 months. I was like,
Yeah.
there's nothing, and then all of a sudden it's back, and I'm like, okay.
It's probably because you noticed it.
Yeah.
Same with me. I was like,
Loki's-
everyone's been quiet, and then all of a sudden, boom.
Everyone's back, and I'm like,
Wait, the way
but I
you
have
be.
noticed that since because obviously during that time that it was quiet, I did sort of take a step back from the witchcraft, from the craft and the crystals and everything, because I was just so busy working and focusing on myself, and you know, working on my finances. I was so busy with friends, with family,
Oh, gotcha.
with work, and
Yeah.
I was like, I just don't have the time for the craft at the moment. So everything just sort of went quiet. I think this just sort of left me to it, but now things have settled.
Back on it.
It's coming up to Christmas, chaotic time. Loki's like, it's also Sagittarius season, so
Well,
I'm
I've.
enjoying it.
That's good. Oh yeah, of course it's Sagittarius season, isn't it? Yeah.
It's my birthday season.
It's your birthday. It's your birthday. I must spend my money.
4 days.
But
4
not
days.
4 days.
Ew.
Ew.
Is it 4 days? No, it's not. It's gonna be like 5 days now, surely.
I mean, we're on Tuesday and your birthday's on Monday. No, Tuesday. 7 days. Is yours 20th or 21st?
Monday.
It's Monday, so you've got
6 days.
6 days.
6 sleeps. 5 days, 6 sleeps.
6 sleeps. You'll be fine. You'll get over it. I've had to, so you will. If I can get over it, you can get over it. Let's be honest.
I don't know, like, we panic on different things.
But it was similar to what you said to me this morning.
I feel like I'm already having a midlife crisis. I'm not even 25 yet.
Yep. Quarter life crisis.
I'm only turning 24 and I'm already like...
It's called a quarter life crisis, hon. Sorry.
I don't want to be here.
Neither did I.
I don't want to be here.
Neither did I, but you got to push through it because you'll figure something out. You just got to.
I have decided I will be passing away the day before my 27th, and that is final.
Why can I hear laughing in the background whenever you say that? I don't.
You're like, good, welcome out to the dark side. Welcome to the other side, we'll take her.
We'll look after you, hon.
I'll look after you. That's probably what it is. That always like, they know that I'm just not going to do it.
Yeah.
Oh, what's the laughing for?
I don't know. I just hear laughing. I don't. It's not from here. It's from you. It's strange.
Never mind. I've got the opinions. We've all collectively said, yeah, right.
I was gonna say I've not heard many voices, like full sentences. It's mostly been. I've actually got a lot more images recently.
Really?
Or like one word.
I've been hearing less but feeling more.
Good.
I've been feeling it rather like energy and like shifts. So when I was watching like things on Lilith, I was like, I was there like.
You can feel it.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
But I just felt like this sudden like, you know when you just know like that feeling, and I'm like.
You can just feel it
someone's
like
laughing
next to you.
And there's a rise in anger. Like I can just feel it going, oh my fucking god.
Yeah.
Are they fucking for real? I'm sick of this. I am an independent deity. I am literally a deity for independence. You think I'm gonna stay close? And I'm there like, I'm sorry.
It wasn't me. It wasn't me.
It wasn't me.
But yeah.
Like I just feel like a rise in like frustration, not anger, but frustration. Loki's just there like, lol. Couldn't be me. And Sophia's just out of the picture. She's like, I don't fucking care.
She's like, I'm gone.
I'm out. Bye, bitch.
I was gonna say, I'm glad for you though, because you had that struggle originally, didn't you? Of you couldn't feel anything. It really frustrated you, didn't it?
It did, yeah.
And has it just come, or did you work on it, or is it just slowly started to?
I think the more I start to pay attention, the more I recognise them, and the more things that because obviously, like before, I was like, I thought it was just my conscience, and I can now differentiate my conscience to my ego to who's talking to me. So if there is somebody, so if Lilith is talking to me, I know what voice it is. I know Loki's voice from a fucking heart. It changes all the time.
Yeah.
But it's the same sort of
undertone,
speech pattern, and the way things are worded and said, it's the same. The voice may be like slightly different in tone, because this is Loki. He doesn't stay in one shape very, very long.
Yeah, that's
so like
true.
one day it's like a really deep voice, and another day it's still very like manly voice. What I get for Loki is a rather deep toned voice, but it's a very for me he speaks very sophisticated, but in a way that is also still so childish.
Yeah.
Like, there's the level of sarcasm and jokes, but in a way that his voice sounds sophisticated, but then when you listen to what he's saying, you're like, hold on a minute. What?
And say that again?
Repeat that? For a second, I thought you were saying something intelligent because you sound intelligent, but I actually listened to the words and what the fuck was that?
What the fuck was that?
So they all have their own speech patterns, obviously.
Mm.
Sophia's to be fair, she's not that loud anymore. Sort of taking the back seat for the moment, I think.
Mm.
I take that back. I take that back.
Excuse me?
No, bitch, I've been the most active. You just ignored me. I'm like, I don't know what you mean.
I was gonna say I've had a lot of. Ever since I announced on that first episode about what type of witch we are. Ever since then, a lot more ancestors have been reaching out, and it's just, oh god.
See, I'm not good with the initial contact, but once I've made contact, I'm actually all right.
I actually asked my spirit guide to help at first. I was like, I need to feel what do my ancestors feel like? I need to know, so that I know for next time. And they ring my ear, and I mean ring my fucking ear.
I had ringing in my right ear.
Mine's left every time, and it just started ringing as I was walking up the stairs, and it would not go away. And I was like, "Have I been ignoring you?" And it slowly went quiet, and I was like, "Okay, which cards do you want?"
Yeah, my ears were ringing like at random times. It was always when I would stop to look at something in like a shop or something. If I would stop in one particular if I would just stop somewhere, not necessarily doing something, but I would just stop. If I was there for a little bit too long, my ears would start ringing, like just my right one, and I'm like, okay, I'm going. Yeah. Nothing bad has happened in those areas. Just ringing in my ears. So, like, I never understood.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
So I think that concludes the crystal talk, considering we're off topic now.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, we're waiting for any comments, but
we're good. Yeah,
I think we're good. If you do join this Discord and you do have questions, if you want to share images of the crystals that you have, there is a crystal channel, so please do share what you use it for. If you have any book recommendations, put them in there. Any website recommendations, pop them in there.
Any Etsy shops or anything like that.
Oh yeah, 100%.
All welcome.
Yeah, 100%.
So next week, what do we want to talk about next week?
We've been talking about it a lot, and I think it may be time to talk divination. Yeah.
I was to say, I think I would love to talk about tarot cards.
We'll talk about tarot, runes, pendulums,
Scrying, pendulums.
Scrying. What else is there?
What do you guys do to respond to your ears ringing? I never know what to do. I
don't know if I posted it on Discord. Yeah. I don't know if I posted it on Discord, but there is a video that I typically use. But it depends from person to person.
Mine was to leave an area for some reason. Like someone was like, leave. I don't know why. I still don't know why. But I was told to leave. Obviously it was just not where I was meant to be at that time. So I would always look up the meaning of each thing. So each ringing, so there's different kinds of ringings. Each one has their own meaning, the type of, the tone, the pitch, which ear, how often, etc. all have their own sort of meaning. So I ended up looking it up, and I can't remember specifically. We spoke about it before, but I've forgotten about it now because I've not had it for a while. But I think mine was more to do with my higher self. So if you're ever unsure of what to do, you don't need to worry about it then and there.
No.
Probably just Google it when you've got the time, because then you can tune into that and work on whatever message is what you're trying to receive, what they're trying to send you. Use your crystals, use your intuition. Intuition is a huge must. Like, the craft, spirituality, anything is hugely based on intuition.
Oh yeah. It's like you can take all the generic terms and use them first, and then you'll start to notice patterns, and you'll start to feel, and then your intuition kicks in. So for instance, whenever this ear rings, no matter what pitch it is, someone's trying to communicate. The highest is my higher self. Middle ground, still high pitched, is usually like spirit guide or ancestors, and then lower tends to be deities for me. But that's for me. It's different for everybody else.
Different for everyone. For me, mine was very high pitched, and just in my right ear, especially when I would sort of, as I said, stay in one place too long. I did sort of figure out that it was the universe, or my higher self.
Yeah, higher self universe.
Trying to get me to budge for something. Because it was always when I would stay still. So therefore, it was more like a get going. Like, you need to go. So
like you need to
I never know what I missed. I might have, been like, for all I know, I could have been in the wrong place at the wrong time, and have said, leave now because you shouldn't be here. Even if it was like during the day or at night time, whatever.
I mean,
use your intuition. Google's your best friend. Start to notice patterns, how often it happens, what ears, what pitch.
Yeah.
And start to decode it, basically.
It's one of them when you first start, and you've got to trust your gut. So if something feels wrong, and your ear is ringing, and if something feels wrong, that's your sign to move away from whatever it is. Obviously, it's like neutral. You feel fine. Then
don't stress about it too much. Get round to it when you can.
Figure it out when in your own time when you can. Don't worry
too much about it. When my ears were ringing, I got this overwhelming sense of dread. So I was like, I'm gonna go.
Yeah, it's that gut feeling, that intuition. Yeah, everyone has a bit of intuition. You can ignore it all you want, but it's there. In emergency situations, it's there. I mean, let's not get started.
They've never had to use it, so they've never been in tune with it. So.
But yeah, I'll try and find that video again, and I will post it up on the Discord. Even if I just write it down and post it up on there, it'll be up on there. That's generic meanings. So, but
yeah. So next week is divination. Tarot cards, scrying, fire reading, whatever divination forms you want us to talk about. Let us know.
We can even talk about bone throwing.
Yes, I do love bone throwing. I'm really tempted to make my own, not necessarily just bones, but when people make their own,
collect them,
have their own charms, and throw them.
Yeah, I, is that still called bone throwing? I don't know if it is.
I think it is still called bone throwing because it's
you've got different,
different things. There's one person on TikTok has for one. Rather than all bones or stones or whatever, they have a pentagram symbol.
And that represents you, doesn't it?
And that represents the spirituality.
I feel like I've watched this one. Does she have a claw as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, the chicken claw.
It's got it's she's got a bird's claw.
Teeth.
Yeah, she's got teeth. She's got a crystal in there. She's got a little it's just
a coin, a
key.
Like to
coin represents the financial. The key represents home life, security.
Yeah.
Ooh, this family is good. She might have a little tree charm in there or something.
Yeah, can't remember what it is, but 100%.
Peanut butter tomatoes. For fuck's sake. Sorry, black things.
It's fine. It's fine.
But no, it's I would love to sort of talk about that and get into that as well, because we might learn something as well. Of course, our strong suit is tarot.
Yeah, both of ours. Yeah.
Of course. I'm only just getting into runes, so I am not the most knowledgeable about it.
Same. No, I literally just bought them last week, so
bought mine months ago when I found that Loki was around, and I was like, shit. He wants me to do runes. That's the thing. I asked him because I lit his candle, and I was like, "Do you want me to do runes?" He was like, "Woo, wavy, wavy." Bitch. And I was like,
see, for me, I don't think it's. I've felt the pull for ages, but I've never really had a reason, so I just bought them. But I think it's more towards my ancestors, or like that, or it could even be a different deity. I don't know. There's something.
I've currently got candles lit for all of my deities. So I've got one for Lilith, I've got one for Sophia, and I've got Loki.
Although the name Freya keeps coming up a lot of times for me, especially with cats.
Probably would look into that.
Hmm.
I would look into that. But I mean, like, give it a while. It might just be a coincidence, you know?
Yeah.
I only knew that Lilith was reaching out to me because I was all of a sudden very obsessed with Lilith. I just knew everything about Lilith. I'd never Googled her before. Literally never. I was like, oh yeah, I like Lilith. And obviously, all of a sudden became really obsessed with it.
Yeah.
I joined TikTok. So I started my spiritual journey. I was just researching, you know, like path, religion, etc. Not even looking into deities. And all of a sudden I was like, I'm very obsessed with Lilith. Lilith was already my stage name. It had been for months. And then I joined TikTok, and all of a sudden, every single username, I kid you not, every single username I was like scrolling was Lilith. And I was like, nah. It was so weird because I had never used it before. So it was the first time I ever used TikTok, and it was just Lilith, Lilith, Lilith. And I was like, it's enough slices! I was like, okay, I get it now.
I was going to say, one of the first things for me, it was obviously Odin kept popping up. What's her name? Hecate, if you want to, however you want to say it. Morrigan kept popping up. And then strangely enough, Anubis kept popping up. And then, of course, I had that dream. And he confirmed it. Oh, have I frozen?
Yeah. Oh, see, I didn't know it was. I knew Lilith was around. Have I frozen?
Hello.
Hello.
You did freeze.
I knew Lilith was there because she made herself very known.
Yes,
very
same.
known.
Yeah, Anubis did straight away. Boom. I can tell when he's pissed.
I was just suddenly. But did I tell you that when I started when I put up my very first altar, what happened about the door opening?
Oh, yeah, I think you did.
So I was living abroad at the time, and I was like, I'm gonna set one up. I'm just gonna buy one. So I bought an offerings jar. It wasn't even originally used for an offerings jar. It was just a really pretty jar I put on there just to put things in, sort of thing, like on the altar. You know, I got my Book of Shadows, the grimoire, like a sigil book and everything. I had like these like tiny little deers.
Oops.
I drop everything. I'll put it back later. But like small deers, like in the Christmas display, because I did it. I made my first altar in about November, December time. When I was comfortable to use it, and then I kid you not, the night I started it, I took a picture, because it was on my windowsill. It just looked like a nice decoration, right? So no one would have known. You know, like 2-3 books, a jar, some candles, some decoration. Not a big deal, you know, no cauldrons or anything just yet.
Mm-hmm.
And all of my flatmates had gone to bed. And it's about 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning. I am up watching Netflix. I'm up and I'm watching The Crown. You know, I'm in the living room, volume down. And all of a sudden, the front door opens. I've been in the front room for 3 hours, 4 hours on my own.
I love how you're watching The Crown. It's like the Queen has entered.
Honestly, like the door just slowly opened as well, and I was like,
"Bish, what's happening?"
So I closed the front door.
Yeah, of course.
Because it's like we lock the front door, so I know it was locked, and it was open, and I was like, nah, that ain't right. Because I was like, no way does the door just open. I've been living here for 5 months. It's never just opened. And especially, like I said, it was locked. So I closed it, and then like 3 minutes later, the door to the hallway where our rooms were was closed. And I know that because I hadn't touched it for 4 hours. I'd been perfectly still on the sofa for 4 hours. So I closed the front door, continued to watch The Crown, and then the door to the hallway opened. And I was like,
hello?
do you mind? And then my door opened slightly after, because I came back and I was like, hold on, my door's open. I closed my door. I always close my door. So I was like, I don't know who's hanging about. I never found out. I don't know if it was just somebody curious.
Could be.
I don't know if it was Lilith. I think it was somebody that was just a bit curious, being like, oh, hello, what's going on here?
Probably your spirit guide.
Oh my god, no, if it was Sophia, I'd be like, I'm just
letting you know I'm right here. Because you keep ignoring me.
I hear nothing. I hear no response. But that was a wild time for me. And for Loki, his name kept coming up in places that was really weird. Like, not even TikTok, because I wasn't on TikTok. I wasn't on spiritual TikTok or anything.
No.
But you know when Loki came out on Disney Plus?
Yeah.
Well, we have double-decker buses that go up every 20 minutes. But they're not the same buses, so they're always different posters. But every bus that I ended up looking up at, it was Loki. And I was like, what? It was just Loki staring me right in the face, and I was like, no, I think that's just a coincidence. But when it was every single bus, I was... They go by every 20 minutes, and, you know, in the middle of a rush, I don't get the chance to look at every bus. But it was like, every single one, Loki, Loki, Loki. And then it kept coming up as adverts. Loki, Loki. I'm like, what? And then spiders keep coming up.
Oh, yeah, spiders, yeah.
The colour orange kept coming up. And I was like, no, this can't be it. This can't be it. And then obviously a lot of things about Norse gods and Celtic gods came up on like my For You page out of nowhere, and I was like, it's just coincidence. Yeah, it's coincidence. And at that point, like, loads of things to do with my inner child came up. Like, you know on like TikTok when it's like signs of Loki. I was like, now this isn't happening. Because I don't interact with Witch Shock.
No.
I don't like it. I don't like it there.
Yeah.
So I don't interact. But when it was every single fucking video was a Norse god, Celtic god, and signs Loki's reaching out to you, and I'm like, nah, fuck off, fam. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna vet. I'm gonna vet this thing.
Oh yeah.
Whatever is going on. So I fully like did my research and vetted him. No, that was definitely Loki.
Yeah.
Definitely Loki.
Yeah. It's so ironic how much you're like, send me the sign, send me any sign, confirm who you are, and then you vet them. And it's just one thing after another. Like, it was adverts on my phone about Anubis, it was dogs barking, it was new dogs I was seeing on the street, it was just even dog adverts. It was it was so funny. Like, I had 2 cats at the time, so I was looking. Obviously, it kept on coming up cats. And all of a sudden, it would just be one day just full of dogs. And I'm like, what? Did I tell you about the time I went to the cemetery?
Yes.
And there was a random
dog. Quick out of nowhere.
Oh, God. So it was my nan's birthday. So we went to the cemetery to put some flowers down. And I thought it was this massive squirrel bouncing around in the leaves until it ran past me, and it was a little toy poodle about this big, and it was a bear, and I mean it looked like a bear, and it frightened me that much because I was expecting a squirrel. I was like, oh my god, okay, I get it. And I forgot that morning I did actually ask him if he wanted to join me and to send me a sign if he was there, so thank you. And then it went off. I was like, I have no idea where it came from, no idea where it went.
Deities work in very mysterious ways.
Very mysterious. But if you ask for an obvious sign, they will give you one.
Do you know what? It's what's really funny is spiders aren't typically associated with Loki, only very rare occasions. But it was like it's really weird that when Loki was like making it obvious he was there, my room was just full of spiders. Now that he's gone quiet, not a single one in sight.
Yeah.
Not a single one.
On the topic of spiders, I know that it's like coming up to sort of like winter time, but if you've moved into a new home, or if you're moving to a new home, if you see a lot of spiders around, but the house is like well lived in, it's actually often a sign of good luck and fortune.
Really?
So like when we moved into this house, there was spider in every single corner, and every single corner it was a different type of spider. And when I looked it up, it didn't say anything about Loki or deities. It literally said that it was a sign. It's an old wives' tale, and it's a sign of fortune and luck with your new
That's very
chapter.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So when I moved into this room, there weren't really many spiders on the walls when we first moved in because I dusted everything.
Yeah.
But I kid you not, within a week of moving in, there was a spider on every fucking corner of this room.
Yeah.
But there was never a spider anywhere else in the house, just in my room. And I was like, why my room? Well, like, my room is just the breeding ground for spiders right now.
Yeah, that's it. So even if it's been like a day or two and you've like aired out the house and things like that, or if you've like dusted, if spiders show up, it's showing good fortune and luck.
How do you guys deal with feeling worthy, or so to speak?
Feeling worthy in what context?
I'm assuming when deities reach out, or working with deities.
Yeah, I was just about to say, is
feeling worthy? Honestly, if they reach out to you, that's enough. You go, shit.
And
okay,
I mean,
what do you want? Like, what do you want from me?
And as well,
more than feeling worthy.
As well as that, there's been a lot of things on TikTok where they pick you, so to speak, but that's not 100% true. They can reach out to you. You can pick your deities if you feel more connected to one, or if you want to start working on something within yourself. Maybe you want to work on self-love, so you work with Aphrodite. Like, you can do that. And of course you can never compare yourself to a deity, because they are gods and goddesses. That you'll never match them, so to speak. But you can emulate that energy, and you can, you know, in their eyes, you starting this journey, like you said, you are worthy. Starting at number one, reaching out to them, then reaching to you, it's number one. You just have to like accept it and work with it. If you know what I mean.
My camera's going blue and...
Yeah, it's the lights in the background. It keeps doing that. It's done it every single stream.
Oh shit, it has. Look at that. Thank God. I was like, why is... I've not noticed that the entire stream. Anyway, that's fine.
You did it last week as well.
Even if you reach out to deities...
Yeah.
If there's... for me personally, I do not believe that there is anything worthy. But like, am I worthy to work with this deity? You are worthy to work with any deity.
Yeah.
Of your choosing, if they pick you, you know, no matter what situation it is. If there's a deity that you want to work with, or if they reach out to you, you are always worthy. You know, there's a reason they are gods and goddesses and deities and demons that reach out to people. Not because they're worthy, but because there is always something to be taught. There's always something to be learned.
That's the main thing. When you're working with deities, it's something that you need to learn.
It's not like...
or you need to work through.
It's like, obviously we say deities because they are deities, they are gods, they
are
goddesses, they are
referring
the
to multiple.
divine.
Yeah. Referring to
obviously
multiple.
Treat them with respect.
I mean, you treat them like shit, chat shit, get banged, trust. 100% bet.
Especially with my fucking deities, honestly, I don't even want to step a toe out of line. Go through phases where I don't feel worthy of partaking in the craft at all. I hate it, but it happens. I think that's down to more of a self-confidence thing
I was
rather
just about
than
to
a
say.
worthy or not, because
Yeah.
everybody is worthy of doing the craft.
I think this is where the point of shadow work, the term shadow work, comes in. Obviously, it's not for everyone. Do self-love.
But it needs to be done.
Yeah.
Shadow work is for everyone. It needs to be done for everybody's individual part.
There are two ways you can think about it, because I don't like to use the term shadow work. I prefer to use the term self-care. But
Okay.
ultimately they are the same thing. To me, they are. So without working on self-care first, sorry, I'm just trying to find a book, I cannot work through, what's that book? Where's it gone?
Avada Kedavra what?
So these ones, you know, like the House Witch, there's one that's about self-care and I cannot remember where I put it.
Well, shadow work is when you start working through things that are pushed aside, whether it's by you, by society, in terms of feelings, actions, trauma. It's shadow work is to work through your undesirable traits.
Yeah.
Whether they're deemed undesirable by you or by society. So a lot of my shadow work is healing my inner child and my anger and like my short temper.
Yeah.
And helping. I would say holding my tongue, but I don't do that anyway. That's just me. I can't do that. But it's more like working on yourself. So mine was a lot of self-confidence, inner child healing, and working through my trauma. Because it's their traits deemed as undesirable to have because, you know, they're not great. It's working through things like, why do I feel this way? How did it start? When did it start? Is there a reason why it started? What can I do to work through it? What do I need to do to work through it? So for me, a lot of my things were more to do with mental health issues. So a lot of my depression, my eating disorders, a lot of trauma that I went through, like with the abusive relationships, situations. A lot of that was rewiring and unlearning and reteaching myself on how to love myself for certain things.
Yeah.
And appreciating myself and the things I've gone through and thanking my body for things.
Yeah.
So it's hard.
It is.
Shadow work is not easy. So if you're going through phases where you're not feeling worthy or like that you don't really feel like you should be doing the craft, you need to figure out why that is. Why don't you feel worthy about it? What's caused this feeling of this? Is it your mental health? Is there something going on that you're not telling people? Is there something you can do about it? Is it a medical condition is it depression? Is there something you can do about the depression to help you move past it? And it's all about working on yourself.
And don't think that you have to work things through alone. If you...
Yes.
A lot of shadow work is basically therapy. So if you've never done therapy before, or if you feel like you need that extra help, or you've identified something and you don't know how to work through it, talk to a professional.
So a lot of my shadow work that I've really decided to embark on my shadow self journey, if you will. Very recently, not very recently, but within the past few months, I started to work on my inner child, and I did that for a week solid, and I have never cried so much in my life.
It will be emotional.
I was Snapchatting, I was messaging you.
Yeah.
And I was like, my eyes are raw red. They are sore to the touch. I could barely put moisturizer on without like burning
yeah.
on my eyes.
Yeah.
But once I got through it, do you know what? I felt so good at the end because it's a very liberating feeling to be able to get through that.
And if you are new to it, don't try to battle everything at once. For me, when I started, I wrote it down in a journal, even if it was just like one word, just so that I can remember.
My therapist thought I was a delusional narcissist. Yeah, but that was also Cam, so... And it was a cisgendered white man that knew absolutely fuck all about teenagers.
Yeah, I mean, Cam's is not the best, but it's the only option.
And they
we've
literally
got.
said to me, she's fine. She's maintaining her weight. She seems excited about prom. I literally mentioned prom once. I was like, I'm looking for dresses.
I mean, to be fair, I where did I go? I went to the doctor's once. I can't remember what it was for, but basically I was in a bad way. I think I was just going into a mental breakdown, and I mean mental breakdown. Like, never experienced that before. Hopefully never will again. But the nurse put in my medical notes, she seemed very teary, will refer to mental. I was like, thanks. Yeah.
I came out of my abusive relationship, and my doctor, female also, I went back like 2 weeks later after the incident, like after I left the situation, everything like that, and I started to sort of, things had settled sort of thing, and I was like, I have every single symptom, bar 2. So there's 17 symptoms of PTSD. I was like, now I've got 15. I've checked, I've been keeping a track record for 2 weeks. I think I have PTSD. And I kid you not, she went to me, I think you just want a label for how you're feeling. And I was like, well, I want to know what the fuck is wrong with me. And also, I've just come out of a physically, mentally, emotionally, and sexually abusive relationship. Like, yeah. I'm traumatized.
Oh, well, this is nice and warm. Thanks, man.
But, go to what we need is Cam sucks as counselling. Cam's isn't therapy, it's talk counselling.
Yeah, legit is.
Because they don't think teenagers are worthy of therapy yet.
Nope.
Do
you want to sit down and have a cup of tea? Have you thought about having a bubble bath?
I recommend just not being on your phone for a day. Like,
fucking bitch. Every time. But it's the only option
my
we've got.
My internet friends are more fucking therapeutic than this bitch.
Oh, gotcha. I mean, I cannot tell you how many times people... I mean, not in a bad way. Never in a bad way. Like, people have trauma dumped things onto me, or like they've just said it, and I've just sat there and listened, because it's one of the best things that you can do. Just sit and listen to people.
What you need is to find good therapists.
Yeah.
And the only problem with that is the wait list. My first therapy appointment, so I was, so back in October, back in September, I applied self-referral for therapy. I wrote down all my issues, everything like that. I was like, it's to do with my PTSD. At the time, it was getting really bad, I was like really struggling.
Yeah.
And I had so many phone, like, conversations, like, talking about what I'm going to therapy for, so they can refer me to the right person. If you just type in on Google, like, NHS therapy self-referral, putting everything that you're struggling with, what you want, what outcome, what goals you're wanting, they'll then calling you out, making sure they'll ask you the same questions you've just answered.
Yeah, it's like a double check, isn't it?
But I remember one call that they called up one day. I knew it was coming. I was actually in Cornwall on holiday at the time with Ellie.
Oh, right.
And they called and they were like, they called before they mentioned anything. They went, are you in a good place to talk about it? And I went, more than happy to talk about it. And they went, okay. Now, the thing is, we will be touching on very sensitive subjects that obviously is related to whatever you're wanting. Please take either this day or some time for self-care, because this can and will be very triggering for you. It was. So I was like, the fact that they said it before the chat, and then again after, they went, thank you so much.
Oh.
Okay, hello. What happened?
I don't know. What happened? I just took my camera off my tripod and then you left.
You left?
No, you disappeared.
Did you do anything?
I don't know. I don't know what's happening with it. I think it's this laptop. I honestly think.
No, maybe it was me.
I don't know.
My screen was like went off.
Oh, I mean, I was still in the call and it said trying to reconnect. Like on your side, it was like I'm trying to reconnect.
How bizarre.
How bizarre.
I wonder what that's trying to say. Go to bed.
Go to bed. Lindsay needs to go to bed.
No, but you need to find a good therapist, because therapy still counts as shadow work.
Yeah, 100%.
It is still working through your problems.
Yeah.
A lot of it, again, is like a lot of self-help, but therapy is very good. And a lot of people disregard things like therapy or talking to your friends, because they seem to think that shadow work is on your own.
Yeah.
And it's not.
Yeah. Even if you look on TikTok, it's always like on your own. Da, da, da. I mean, I guess in a way that it's very, not sacred, what's the word? It's very personal. However, if you feel like you cannot if you feel like you cannot go through it alone, do not go through it alone if you feel that need.
Exactly why I'm going to therapy, because it's also a form of shadow work for me to work through my trauma. I've done a lot of like self-healing.
Yeah.
But I did have to go through a lot like EMDR therapy to kickstart that, and it has helped. But now I'm at the point where it's no longer help. Like I need more.
You've got that, yeah.
To push past it. Like I'm at the point, like I've done as much as I can. I need to
keep going.
Always find professional help if you feel the need to.
Mm-hmm.
Always turn to your friends. It's what friends are for. If there is something you're struggling with, do not face it alone.
And if your friends push it off and brush it off or don't care, they're not your friends. And that's the hard truth. It is a very hard truth.
Having a bad experience with therapy and counselling, it sets the standard.
Yeah.
And it's really frustrating, because obviously I went to camp and it sucked. So I was like, it doesn't work for me. But what I realised was actually what CAMS was doing was only talk counselling. It wasn't even talk therapy. It's just talk counselling.
Just talk counselling.
And that doesn't work for everyone. There's a reason there are things like drama therapy, art therapy. That's why there's different outlets for people. People with anger management, boxing classes, art, any sort of thing that they can put their frustrations and their drive and their into to let it out to, you know?
Yeah.
For me, theatre does that for me. I can scream on stage and it's acceptable. Alright, I may have a script, but I tell you what, it's fucking great, because I can still do what I want with it. If I'm angry in a moment, I'll be fucking angry. You know? A lot of people go for a run or walking.
I was just about to say mine's walking.
Fucking nothing for me. Walking does nothing. I get more angry because I think about it more. I don't come to a conclusion. I'll think about it more, and it'll fester and it gets worse.
See, when I'm walking, again, this comes with like manifestation. Every step I take, I'm walking away from the situation. Or if I need to face it, I'm walking towards it and like doing a solution with it, and it makes me think. Because you know what I'm like when I get angry. I'm sure I've told you before. Like I start crying when I'm angry. That's my cancer coming through. So yeah, screaming anger doesn't really work for me, but walking does. Helps me clear my mind, set things straight. Journaling helps me, because then I can rip it out and burn it.
See, journaling does nothing for me.
Yeah.
Absolutely nothing.
Just because it works for one person doesn't mean it'll work for you.
Doesn't mean it'll work for the next.
Yeah. With any mental health issue.
Literally. So, I like to face things head first, so I like a bit of confrontation. I'd rather argue it out, get my frustrations out that way, and then come to a conclusion that way. Obviously, whilst I'm not angry.
Yeah.
For me, verbally exploding is my outlet, and it's nasty. People don't like that, and I'm like, do you know what? It isn't nice. It is a nasty trait. But the thing is, that is how I release the anger.
I mean,
I've tried breaking my own, like, I've tried breaking plates, I've tried breaking objects, like, of course, away from people, safe things, you know, like when you smash a plate or something. It doesn't work, there's no release there. I try walks, I've tried different activities. It just doesn't work. For me, it just does not work. And I need to be verbally nasty to get how I'm feeling across. I'm like, you've really fucking ruined my day. You know, like.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter what I do, I will always be angry unless I have that verbal release. So it's like, I need somebody who can take it. Because that is the only way I can release the anger. I've done a lot of shadow work on why, but it's just, that's it.
Yeah.
That's down to my genetics, unfortunately. My dad has a very sharp tongue, and my mum is very passive. So I get my anger out with my words, and then I'll sit and I'll let it fester for even longer. And I'll come back to it another day. You know, it's like relevant in another argument. I'm like, they're like, I thought we were over this. And I was like, we are never over this.
Do you remember that time? That's your Virgo writing everything down.
Virgo and my Gemini.
Yeah, definitely.
Honestly. The Sagittarius is the one that, like, blurts things out, but, like, no consequences. Like, okay, I'll deal with it later. And my Virgo and my Gemini, like, Gemini is the one that's like, let's think about this for a moment. Like, let's think about this. Should we do this?
Yeah.
Virgo's like, no, we shouldn't. My Sag is like, let's fucking do it anyway. So it's like, two signs, my moon and my rising are like, don't do it. And then, like, my sun sign is like,
oh my god.
Anyway. There's no holding back. Like, I'm furious. My Virgo is like, right, if we're gonna do it, say the nastiest shit you can. 100%. Let them know. And my Gemini is like,
make it hurt.
I'm gonna keep this locked into a little box, but in your subconscious until it's ready to use for it again for another day.
Yeah.
I am a very complex
creature, person.
Big three sign, aren't I?
Yeah. It's a very interesting. It all contradicts.
It's all very contradictory, which makes sense because my head is chaos. Which explains Loki and Sophia.
Yeah.
Loki's been with me since I was a child, apparently.
Ah, but he's only just shown through.
Because I asked him, I was like, have you been with me only recently? He was like, no. I was like, have you been with me since I was a child? And it was like, oh, yes, bitch. And I was like,
yeah. It was, yeah.
So I've got some childhood trauma I didn't know about.
Yeah. Anubis was the same. But yeah, it's very much a no, my mind has gone.
Nothing, but don't ever go through it alone if you know that you cannot be dealing with certain things like that.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah. Also, if it helps, it might not help if it helps because it helps me. When you've gone through that, like, emotional tiredness, emotional try and break it up with self-care. So self-care can be legit like a bath, a shower.
And never do shadow work if you are not in the right headspace. You need to care for yourself and give yourself words of affirmation before, like, praise yourself before.
Yep.
Midway, stop when you need to. If you know that you can't continue, stop.
Yep.
Just
don't push
stop.
through.
Do not push it. And after you've done the session, thank yourself. Do some more self-care. You know, take a bath if you want to. Go for a walk. Do something that brings you joy. It's like a reward. It's like, I've done this hard work and I deserve it.
Yeah. There is... I was going to say, this isn't the book that I'm referring to, but there is a trio of books. There's the House Witch, the Green Witch, and the and the book... Witch's Book of Self-Care. It's like a purple book, all by the same person, and Erin Murphy Hiscock. I'll pop it in the thing. But if you're struggling with like self-care or any ideas around self-care, it is just a little book like this, and it literally has things full of ideas, fun things that you can do, short things you can do. It can even be having a cup of tea.
Self-care does not always mean putting on a face mask.
No, doesn't always.
It's not having a bath. It's not just having a face mask. Self-care is something like, I'm going to take a nap.
Yeah, it can be.
I'm going to play some games.
Yep.
I'm going to watch my favourite movie.
Yep.
I'm going to go hang out with some friends.
Yep. You can even do have a candle that's dedicated to only you and light it and honour yourself, if that helps.
Did that, and do you know what? It was actually really nice to be like, I'm lighting this candle for me, and it's special because like I light candles for my deities.
Mm-hmm.
It was nice to have that one for me to be like,
yeah,
damn good. Like I feel special because I'm lighting it with my deities' candles. I feel like I'm not on par with them because obviously they're the divine. It's like I feel on the same level.
Yeah.
That I respect them and I respect myself. Like, it's nice to be on that same level, you know?
Yeah, 100%.
So self-care is not always appearance-based, as society has taught us.
No.
It's whatever makes you feel better.
If that is food, okay, that's fine.
If that's music, okay.
Okay, that's fine.
If it's reading, okay. If it's trying on an outfit, if it's a little bit of online shopping.
Yeah.
Treat yourself. You've just done a hard session of shadow work.
Yep. And
it's okay.
It's not a one fixes all as well. It takes time.
A journey.
It takes sessions. You may have to revisit it, unfortunately.
I'm still revisiting my inner child. Again, like I visited her for like hours every day for a week, and I was sobbing the whole time. And my relationship with her is like my inner child has just gotten so strong, and it's so nice that I no longer restrict myself from doing certain things that make them happy.
Oh yeah.
And make me happy. So it's like
I've actually started dancing in my kitchen again.
I started dancing in my room to like music again.
I'll be like doing the pots and I'm dancing. And you can just have fun by yourself, and I don't care if the neighbours are watching either.
Same.
It's
I
brilliant.
put music on the loudest thing I can.
Yep.
To the songs that I love, and I will dance like literally like no one's watching.
Yeah.
Because nobody is watching.
No.
It's for me. It's for my. I tend to imagine myself dancing with my younger self or as my younger self.
Yeah, mine's as. My younger self.
Mine depends on the day, to be honest. If I'm feeling like I'm in a partnership with them, I'll be dancing with them.
Yeah.
But if I'm like, I'm doing this for you, I'll be dancing as them.
Sorry.
That makes sense?
Yeah, it does make sense.
Especially when I'm watching like Disney shows, I'm like, it's no longer just me.
Yeah.
These are things I've done since I was a child. It's not just me I'm doing it for.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we should call this one a night because we are past our schedule.
And I'm yawning like hell.
Absolutely. Well, we finished the crystals conversation anyway, and we've moved on to deities and shadow work and everything like that.
We've
again, if you have
it.
any more questions, put them in the chat now, or whatever, or Discord. Put them in the Discord. That would be more preferred. Like,
come in Discord.
That would be preferable.
If you're watching on YouTube, place it in YouTube. If there's a particular topic you want us to cover, put it in the comments. There's a suggestion box on Twitch now as well. Hopefully it's working. I've not actually checked it.
We'll try it out.
But yeah, just post it somewhere. We'll see it. Don't worry. If there's something you want us to cover, if you want us to go a little bit more in depth about deities, the different pantheons, or what we sort of believe, that sort of thing.
Yeah. So next week.
Yes.
It's going to be Divination.
Divination.
If we want to talk about deities, then we can if we've got time at the end. But I think it's more like a separate thing, but it does come into play with it. So we might scratch the surface on divine beings.
Yeah.
In terms of divination
Mm-hmm.
and spiritual work, because divination is spiritual work.
Sorry, I've just realised where that book's gone. Anyways, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for joining us. It's been
Thank you for watching, guys.
a long stream. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining. If you've missed the other episodes, they are on YouTube. We are live every Tuesday at 8, so long as the schedule keeps going. Mwah.
See you later, guys. Blessed be.
Blessed be, merry meet, merry part. Look after each other. Look after yourself.
Take care, everyone.
Take care.
Lots of self-care, self-love.
Hell yes.
And we'll see you next week, guys.
See you later.